Yeah, and of course, talking about like you got to watch your back and all that. Sanhok, from an observer's view or from an emulator, it is very clear. Like you can see your surroundings. But if you actually play on mobile, you can actually see the map is pretty dark. So this place, obviously, they're playing on mobile. That's an extra challenge for them. They need to not only be they need to be super aware of their surroundings more than us.
Yeah, and when you're in that situation in Sanhok and you're watching every single corner, it feels shorter. The games are seem shorter, but they honestly feel longer, is what I mean, because you're always sort of hyper aware. You're always watching your back. There's no real time to just loot and hang out and camp a spot because there's always one other team like right behind you, and you never know when a firefight is going to happen. One of the things I want to talk about, Nikki, coming into Sanhok is the nature of Sanhok in the sense that it's always seemingly multiple team fights. It's always like a 1v1v1. It's never really one squad versus another. There's always a third party coming in, another team swooping in, and it sort of, I think, rewards teams who are really good at taking multiple fights. What do you think about this, Nikki, that there's always just multiple fights happening on Sanhok?
I agree with you, Ilustrado. And knowing that Sanok is a 4x4 map, like you guys have already talked about a while ago, we will be seeing a lot of multiple fights and close range combats here. So we're done with the long range combats during the Miramar map, and now again the versatility of our players will be tested here at Sanhok map.
Yeah, and I agree because when you come into Sanhok, you always not only have to be watching your back, you always have to be moving. The thing is with Sanhok, the longer you camp out, it's going to be a very, very big problem. But in the meantime, before we talk about anything else, we do have a little bit of a game before we start into the last match of the day. It's going to be, sorry, not last match, the third match of the day. It's going to be Sanhok, and we have a little bit of a surprise for everybody who's watching at home. We're giving away $500 worth of Razer Gold pins to the lucky fans throughout the event. So when we tell you to do it, all you got to do is message Razer Gold in chat and a winner will be chosen. Doesn't matter which platform you're on, wherever you're watching, we will award a winner somehow. Just drop it when we call for it. So make sure to do that. But let's not delay any longer. We're about to dive into Sanhok. Sir Cloud, Nikki, it's all yours.
Mm-hmm.
We are now watching RSG Arts here. And yes, Sir Cloud, it's really small for this amount of teams to be playing at Sanhok.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a definitely different dynamic as compared to Miramar earlier, where the map is so big, so huge, so open. This is Sanhok. The map is really, really tiny as compared to the other maps. So it's gonna bring a different dynamic to all these teams.
And now that we're playing here at Sanhok map, we can just, expect a lot of action like what Ilustrado has told us a while ago. It is somehow short, but it's also somehow a long game because you are super aware of all the angles. And look at him. He's just proning there because he knows there's also someone out there like GPY Superman and the rest. Spider-Man, Superman, all of those heroes we have here.
Yeah, I noticed that since yesterday, the entire team like to put superhero names. So it's quite interesting there. So it's like always this like, oh, Superman needs to save Spider-Man.
Will he be shooting someone? Will he be revealing his location here at this very map? Oh no, he concealed it. Okay, that's really nice play coming from Superman. Just being alert and actually not giving away his spot. But Mozart, we can see Mozart at the horizon there. And we are now watching a senior from RRQ.
Yeah, senior from RRQ. So looks like they're taking Painan. RRQ, they are known to hang on to this middle of the map spots, places like Painan, for example. So they are asserting dominance in this area. So we can see clearly no other team wants to challenge them in this place.
Yes, and they are just actually regrouping with one another. D2E here, going after his team because they are actually moving. Like what you said a while ago, they have to move and move a lot. RSG Arts is down. It's an off-cam interaction or engagement we are having right now.
Yeah, that's really early there. If I'm not mistaken, he's probably the first one to actually bow out of this round. And look at this, the circle, I think is pretty kind. It's in the biggest peninsula
Mhm.
around. So possibility of it going to the other side of the map, it's really, really low at this point. So
Okay.
as long as they're in the main peninsula where Bootcamp Paradise Resort is at, they'll be fine.
Yes, but we are now watching the kill feed here, left and right. Face is now dead. Kagura has killed someone there or down someone. And looking at the map right now, the dispersion of our players, they're quite not that scattered. We are watching RSG Rain here together with someone from his team, maybe for cover.
Okay, and just look at this. Oh my goodness, just look at this. Team number 12, they are down to 3 team members,
Oh,
but they are being
no.
surrounded. Oh, doesn't look good for them at this
Oh,
point. I'm not
no.
too sure where they can run. The moment they show themselves outside, they will be gunned down.
Yes, they have 2 houses all for themselves here. Miracle. How are you gonna be, be a miracle for your team? Because it's gonna be a 4v2 situation we're having right here. And looking at the numbers, they don't have the advantage. Flanking in, we have Ryzen. He is flanking here. Very bold of Ryzen to be going there with an AR for himself. Okay, slowly looting something there. He knows that there is someone. And yeah, they're just taking this slowly right now.
Yep, I like to call
Switching
it.
with the SMG. Oh, can you see that, Sir Cloud?
Yeah, we can see that. Oh, he is scoping it, but then
Yes.
the doors are not open. Now he straight rushed inside, but then again, his opponents managed to go out. They managed to
Miracle.
take out Miracle. There's only 2 more left for them to wipe out another squad. VR Cat
Cat.
is still proning, but he's trying to get away. But can he do that? He
How you
is
do that?
trying to do the impossible here, but he may be able to do that because Myth is closing in.
Yes, and on the other hand, here RRQ is having a situation with YDUs, and now they are looking for the sole survivor. VR Cat, where are you? We are here. Come out, wherever you are.
Yeah, it's interesting because although they have the numbers, they still don't want to go for the rush, which is very interesting
Yes.
for me. They could do that, but for some reason they don't. So they're playing this a little bit more passive at this point.
Because they can flank left and right. They have the numbers, they have the advantage, but they are also being cautious because somehow, what if there's also another team out there, right? And we're
Yeah,
looking
true.
at Myth here. Myth is at the left side.
Yeah, Myth is overlooking them, so they may want to take that
Mhm.
advantage as a third party anytime soon.
Now I'm being anxious why they're not attacking VR Cat because Myth is already there. Myth
So they
is
notice
already
Myth.
there. Yes, they have noticed Myth, and right now they are gonna leave. I think are they gonna leave VR Cat now?
Well, I guess it's okay because it's only 1 point and they may
Stone.
sacrifice the entire squad. So instead of that, they put their attention more on the side of
We
Myth.
are looking at Stone here. It's gonna be 3 teams away from this sole member from Myth here, just scoping and trying to, get something out of this very situation. It's not connecting though.
Oh. But talking about situation, now is the time for you all to put Razer Gold in the comment section. Put it on now because you may stand a chance to win Razer Gold credits.
Let's go, guys. Just type in Razer Gold. And again, this is simultaneously being cast or live at different platforms like Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So everyone gets something, right?
Oh yeah, everyone. I wouldn't say everyone. I would say every platform there will be an opportunity to win
Yes,
this. So
the
don't miss
lucky
the
one.
opportunity. Just put that down there. Be the lucky one.
Let's go. Now we are watching Team 4 1 in another team 11. So yeah, ATSX. Just trying to get wide dues here. They are running after him. Actually, it's a chase. It is a chase here.
And they can do the chase because there's only 2 of them. So this is the aggression that we mentioned earlier. So Kong he is leading the charges together with his other teammate as well. But then again, we can see that team number 11, they are spread into 2 different houses, trying to make the best out of this situation. Although
no.
map shows that it's not so good for him. The grenade does blow up in front of Blink. And now Blink will need to try and blink away. But then again, they will still continue the pursuit on to Blink.
Yes. And now he's down. And no. Almost. Oh no, Ryzen. Mozart on the other hand. Oh, Yukap going down here. And we are watching Mozart holding on to his dear life, but we don't know other players coming from the RNX. So, oh, there you have it.
Oh, there
What
you
a
go.
swipe.
There's
That's
a
an
wipeout there, ladies and gentlemen. Myth managed to take out the entire squad there. They
And
have
again,
hanged on to the position, but unfortunately for them.
and again, Meat showing us, how they play, how aggressive they are. But Spider-Man taking in some damage here, maybe at the right side. But he is patching himself up here with this single tree as a cover.
Oh, if only he can swing away right now with his spider webs. But then again, unfortunately, there's no such feature in the
You
PUBG
remember
Mobile game.
VR Cat? You remember him? He's now down. He's now dead, rather. Someone from Meat team has eradicated him. Meat
Oh, that's
will take that
unfortunate.
kill. Yeah, VR Cat.
Yeah, but now coming back to Kong, looks like they are still looking for blood. They want that points because they know points will be very important for them to secure their
Yes.
position into the next slot of the game. We
Yes.
can see that they're trying to surround the last house, so they definitely know that, okay, this is the last compound. He's definitely there.
And yeah, but they are also cautious enough not to actually be outside and be exposed. I mean, they want to get that kill, but it's also, you don't want to be reckless. You don't want to be having misplays or mistakes here. You want to have mistakes as minimal as possible in this tournament.
Absolutely, but just look at this. Galaxy is really close by.
Yes,
It's just
they did
behind the
not know.
wall. Oh my
They did
goodness.
not know.
They are surrounding the wall, but they don't know that they don't know that Blake is there. Blake may get out of this.
Almost.
Blake may have to get out of jail card. Oh my
Oh no,
goodness.
it's like
But
a
they are just trying to
chase.
kill him.
It's like a chase between a cat and a mouse.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. They are looking at every single corner in the compound, but they didn't check behind the wall. Oh my god, Blake. What sort of invisibility potion did you use?
Oh, but we have here another kill coming from Myth Stone. They killed someone from Iconic.
Kill someone for Iconic as well. Okay. Well, oh Blake, he's being a ninja right now, really. No one
Really?
ever checked behind the wall. Oh my goodness.
And
Guys,
no one
he's
really
behind the wall,
noticed.
guys.
If we can just shout it out, he's behind that wall. But it's really funny at the same time. But it's really amazing for him to be surviving this much. It took him a lot of time for the team to really notice where he is at. But we are watching Iconic Blacks here taking giving out some shots towards Smith.
Oh, now
Phew,
looks like he will be in trouble right there. Blanks is nowhere to be found, and Phil may be sacrificed to the opponents at this point. And
Yeah.
Blanks is trying to run
Just
away, but
avoiding it.
nevertheless, he
avoiding
could bump into another team in front of him.
Yeah, so he really took cover in this. But knowing Myth, they won't let you alive. They love the smell of blood. They keep on killing and killing.
Yeah, they are that kind of team that likes to go and take fights. But then again, that just shows the level of confidence that they have. But now we can see Myth have one teammate being knocked down.
Still, if we're gonna look at ATS, they still don't know where where he is at. Blink, yeah, they don't know where he is at right now. Still,
Oh man,
Oh, Blanks. The last survivor coming from Iconic will go down there. Coming from the Team 10, and that is Aroth. Aroth from Malaysia. Okay.
Aroth managed to clear out an entire squad there, and now Spider-Man is just hanging on to his dear life because he is the last team member for his team. We can see that no team kills at all for the side of GPY.
Yeah.
So the best that he can do is try to get position
Placement.
points for his team.
Correct. So he really has to survive and get some placement points. But look how scattered ATS is right now. But still, they don't know where YG Juice PO2 is at. They're just
KPO2,
leaving them.
yeah. Oh, yeah, it's playing. These, oh my goodness, these two
Blink is still alive.
Blix is still alive. Oh my goodness. Oh man, until now they don't know that he's behind the wall.
I feel like they're actually wasting so much time there, but it's also wise for them to not immediately move, knowing that this map is really small. And we can see that Team 13, Blacklist International, is also near, I think, Team 4. Is that Team 4? ORG?
Orange from
Oh,
Vietnam.
Orange. Okay.
Well, from Vietnam, from Cambodia. I'm so sorry.
Cambodia.
Yeah,
Cambodia.
from Cambodia. I'm so
Okay,
sorry.
yeah. There you have
Sorry,
it.
ladies and gentlemen.
It's
Yeah,
all
from
right. It's all
Cambodia.
right. Okay, so there you have it. Team 13 and Team 4. Mm-hmm. Will there be an engagement? I'm not so sure, but yeah, this is the strategy. Whereas Alas is already advanced inside the circle. Be scouting perhaps for a good place to cover and just camp or whatever. Oh!
Oh, they finally found him.
Blink will go down.
Oh.
Finally, finally.
After 10, it's like having this meme, right? Like 10 years later. And there you go. There he
Whoa,
goes.
how can you even imitate that sound?
There you go. Now you know that's one of my talents.
Yes, 10 eternities later. Anyway, we are watching aliens from a Black List International here with an AR there. And yeah, they're just actually looking for a good spot. Maybe having a rendezvous with Alas.
Mm-hmm. But look at this. It's quite interesting. Orange is actually playing with 3 team members at this point. They have a compound, but they are outside of the safe zone. And the blue zone is closing in onto this team. So it's going to be a risky play for them to wait too long because they could be gatekeep outside of the safe zone.
And for now, we are watching Astro play here. And we are watching. We can see here Myth is still surviving. And you know what's really remarkable about Myth is that they tend to be surviving until the very last circle, and it's 4 of them still complete squad. We can see there.
Yeah, it's still complete squad here, but can't say the same for Spider-Man. But what I'm impressed is that Spider-Man still hanging on to position points for his team, so he's doing pretty well at this point. I hope that he can reach the later stages of the game solo mode. But look at this as well. Orange, they're being pressured by the blue zone, and now they need to make a move. And this is what we talked about earlier. They will be gatekept by Blacklist International.
And I think they don't have the advantage here, knowing that they are the ones who will be going inside the circle. And I think they also know that there are people waiting for them. So are they going to engage or disengage?
Oh man, but I just had to look at Pop. He does not have any first aids at all. And we can see Astro only have one med kit and the rest of them are bandages. So it's definitely not good enough for them in terms of loot. But look at this KPO2. He's doing the ninja now. He's taking over from Blink. He said, okay, Blink, channel me your energy. I be the ninja. Be the one with Blink. And he's just showing that he's doing it.
Yeah. At the wall, be one with the wall, but oh no, almost near him, someone died, and that is from Orange Esports. And yeah, that is the disadvantage that we're looking at right now. They have to go inside the circle. They are forced to go inside the circle.
Yeah, they are forced to go inside the circle, but look at this. Gatekeeping is happening, but they only have about 5 seconds to decide what they want to do next.
I wonder if he has a med kit with him. Oh, Team 2 is also there. Team 2 and Team 2 and Team 1. It is an interesting gameplay coming from these two teams. They are both from Brunei. And yeah, let's see what's going to happen there.
Yeah, let's see what's going to happen. But then again, Popov, now we get to see his utilities. He does not have any other healing items except for 20 bandages, which will not be enough. That's definitely for sure. Plus, Blacklist International have an entire squad waiting for him there. They know there's one more person at least, so they keep eyes on to the outer side of the blue zone. Now, Popov try to spray out and try to gamble his life in. But then again, I don't know. Does he just wants to give himself to the blue zone? That may be something to be considered.
Bring in. Will he get? Oh, at least he tried. At least he tried.
Okay, I have to give props to him. At least he tried.
Of course,
Points
of course.
Of
course. Now we are down to 41 players left in our ninth map, and we have 13 teams left. This is going to be exciting now, and we can see Team 1 and Team 2 almost near one another. These are the teams from Brunei.
Bruneian teams here, ladies and gentlemen. But what I can see here, beside team number 1 is team number 11, and that's KPO2 again.
The ninja
Doing
one.
the ninja. Oh my goodness. If he can survive this, at least the top 3, I will go hats off for him.
I'm gonna wait for that, Sir Cloud. It is recorded. It is on. Anyway, let's try to look at the north side of our map. We had the red here and the imp. Team 5 and 15. Oh no, they don't have much of the power when it comes to numbers. Looking at it, they only had 3 players right now.
Yeah, so looks like Impunity representing Singapore, they are going to play with only 3 team members in this
Yes.
map. So they're going to maximize whatever they have in terms of coverage. We can see them. Their strategy is that, okay, we take a different angle in this compound. But then again, unfortunately, now they need to change up because the circle went away from the side of Paradise Resort.
The circle is not in their favor, but looking at the teams right now, let's see how they're gonna handle this because we have Team 10. Oh, someone is going down. Galaxy will go down.
Oh, looks like Galaxy is in trouble now. Can the entire rest of Galaxy come and save him? But now looks like he will be safe. He will be revived. But RG, they are going for the flag here. They are trying to get some kills there. But again, 10X has another objective. He wants to save his teammate Han. But at the same time, just look at this. Look at the colors all around. They are surrounded based on the map that was just shown.
Turning point of our game for tonight, we are now watching the players taking one another, being forced to go inside the circle and actually engage with one another and win for the chicken dinner. We are watching our teams from our players from Impunity here. Oh, Nasty is down.
Oh, it's just so nasty for him at this point. I wonder if they can actually save him, but the smoke has been popped up though. Cabo does see his teammate Nasty is crawling up, but oh no! Good agility, the team captain for Impunity. He is in trouble as well, but Nasty will be saved. Oh no! Oh my goodness! How nasty can that be? He wanted to be
So
revived, but
nasty.
no, they won't get over there. And from the side, coming in, Cabo will be wiped out, and Impunity will end their journey in Sanhok.
Wow, what a nice play coming from Red Teddy and the rest of Red Team there. You have it, partner. We are now watching ATS and the rest of them not actually colliding with Team 2. Now they are trying to surround Team 10 here, if ever, or evade to actually evade Team 10 here. But in the situation that they evade Team 10, they will be forced to be faced together with the blacklist here at the left side.
Looks like they will try and evade team number 10 because you can see here they have a compound. So big advantage of holding on to the compound, and they have the safe zone as well. So they try to find an opening into the circle, avoiding Arov.
I think is Arov Zuli actually throwing in some shots there. I'm not so sure, but someone is actually throwing in some shots right now. We are watching PO2 on the other hand to go inside the circle. He is getting damage.
Oh, and here is the guy, KPO2.
No,
Oh my goodness. Oh no. And there goes my hats off for KPO2, unfortunately.
Fortunately, yeah, but again, it's better to be killed outside the circle than to be killed by an enemy. So I think that's not a wise move coming from him. Or maybe he didn't know that there is someone waiting out there for him.
Yeah, it's really tough because the map is really dark if you were to play it on the mobile. So yeah, it's tough calls. But then again, brownie points for trying.
Team 10, they are actually chasing after Team 1 here. This is gonna be a chase. Oh, out of Sully spraying in those shots, and he will get 2 kills for his team.
Oh, there you go. Zolly does not want to let go of anyone else. Looks like Zolly managed to get a long-range shot. Beautiful spray by Zolly, and now he will heal up, but he will need to make a move quickly because in 5 seconds, the blue zone will close in.
Oh, no. It's not connecting. He's throwing some shots. It's not connecting. Actually, I think they're gonna evade those people, but at the event that they evade that, there are still people from Team 20, and it's gonna be is that BGM? Not so sure. Oh, it's gonna be Team 13 at the left side. Oh, everyone is like rushing towards the circle now. It's funny to see that they are all running towards the circle.
Yeah, they have to because now this is the fifth circle. They will definitely feel it. Bota, unfortunately, will be left by his teammates. After this game, you can unfriend all of them from your social medias just because they left you. Unfortunately, Bota, my heart goes out to you.
Yes. Well, with just like that, we only have 23 players left here. No, make that 22. Maybe is out of the running.
VGM now, they know that there's someone on the left side, but then again, the blue zone is closing on to these teams as well. So now they will gunfire each other. One is trying to get a second pencil. Have been knocked down by Rocky. And now Rocky has been knocked down by Tom as well. And now the kills are coming in left and right. The blue zone, the same zone is far away from all of these teams. They will gunfire each other. Bensu tries to climb out of this, but then again, Chua will pop up the smoke onto his teammate. But then again, can he go for the same? This is not going to be easy for Chua. Chua is still waiting by the edge of the blue zone. No! Done with the grenade onto Chua. Beautiful Kobe instead.
You're having right now. It's so intense. You know, just when we thought that Chua will be able to revive his teammate, but there goes Bonsai on the other end and Red Kings as well. Red Rocky will also go down here. Kills left and right. We're watching Spider-Man here spraying some shots. It's not connecting though. Going here for the flank at the right side. He will be facing it against someone, but yeah, it's gonna be safe for now, but I'm not so sure. But let's try to look at other teams here. We have Team 20, Team 13, and the rest.
I have to point out that Spider-Man have been soloed for most of this game, and now he's in the safe zone. So, man, safe zone, and he's still hanging on. This is minimum top 5
has
position.
the spider sense. That's why he's always safe.
Oh man, yeah, that's the spider sense there. Definitely, he will avoid all fights. You can see how he is just keeping eyes and ears open just to avoid everything else.
But I want to remind you, Myth is staying strong and out in the running for the chicken dinner. It's still 4 man strong. Look at Stone crawling in like that online, and then Bonsai also covering up for him. Will they be able to unveil where Spider-Man is? Let's see. Blacklist International, and again with Myth here.
Oh yeah, Myth again, Thailand as well as Philippines again. But let's not forget Spider-Man in between as well. Good. Well, if something happens, like these two teams fight with each other, he could probably go in and say, haha, third party, gotcha. So you never know.
Yeah, that's a really good scenario. Or I'll be the referee, just kidding. But yeah, 8 people alive here, 3 teams left. Oh, it's gonna be a 3v4v1 situation we have here.
It's gonna be interesting.
It's a really good game. Yeah, interesting game to be seeing Philippines and Thailand once again to be battling it up together with Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see. Spider-Man, he will struggle to get into the safe zone because just look at this. So much open space between him as well as the other teams, but he will need to do it somehow. Unless he can choose to sacrifice himself to the blue zone.
I'm actually catching my breath right now because this is gonna be so, interesting. And deployables will now be deployed by Stone there. Let's try to look at this. This is gonna be intense. This is gonna be intense, probably. Yeah, another amazing game coming from Thailand, Philippines, and of course, Spider-Man there.
Yep, and we can see here Spider-Man, he is still hanging on. Oh, he managed to get himself into the safe zone, but then again, unfortunately, the safe zone ran away from him. And now, Myth, we can see him managed to get one knockdown there on the side of Blacklist International. Online, he's spraying out the shots, but then again, that's a black spray. No one is behind the stone.
Someone is flanking though. Mid-stone flanking in, Bonsai being bold here, going on to the stone right there. By the way, Spider-Man is from Laos.
So we have Laos, Philippines, and as well as Thailand. Who can clinch this next chicken dinner tonight here, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh no, the circle is already small. The circle is already small, Sir Cloud. What's gonna happen? Oh, Bonsai taking in some damage. Oh, Alas PS Scaler is also down. Aliens, what a game! Myth!
Thailand again getting the next chicken dinner.
19, 20 kills. What the heck? What the heck? What?
Again, Thailand is just bossing this tournament here with their, let me count here, 6 chicken dinner throughout the tournament over the course of 2 days so far. Oh my goodness, somebody stop them.
Somebody stop them, literally. What happened?
Well, again, they are just proving it that, okay, we can still get chicken dinners. We can still beat any odds that's put up against them. If I read my notes correctly, they got chicken dinners at all the maps so far.
Points. 40 points. Amazing. I'm just speechless. I'm speechless.
Again, another 40 points racked up by Myth there. This will go into the accumulated points for Team Thailand. So congratulations to Myth representing Team Thailand for getting again another chicken dinner tonight.
Amazing. But I want to hear what Illustrado's thoughts about this game.
Another tale of Thailand and Philippines coming down to the wire at the very end. Actually, Philippines coming down in third place, losing to Spider-Man by just an inch. Spider-Man somehow managed to survive. Those spidey senses were tingling long enough to keep him all the way up to second place, so good job for them. They get some good points as well. Unfortunately for Team Philippines, they were not really able to hold that position up until the end. So, if I may, from my perspective, it just seemed like a lack of decisiveness on the side of Team Philippines, right? So, Blacklist, they actually were a man up. They were full 4-man. And what happened was Myth was actually a man down already, 3. Instead of playing it aggressive, when I think they should have, there was a lot of indecision where we saw Team Philippines holding back to the point that they got 1 down. And the moment that somebody went down from Team Philippines, it was just action on for Myth. They went up and they just went at it. They actually threw a grenade and they got a double down with that grenade. I think it might have been a kill as well. Just goes to show you how intuitive, how smart Myth plays this map. So the moment they get it down, they're ready for the action. They have an idea, they have the information on where Team Philippines is playing, right? Because they were coming from the east side, and the Team Philippines was coming from the south side. But let's talk a little bit about the Team Philippines situation right there. I saw a lot of, lack of decision making in the last stages of the game because it was so tentative from the Team Philippines that even if they lost someone, they just continued hiding. I think they were just waiting for somebody to to walk into their crosshairs. But a team like Myth, they're never going to do that. So let's start with you, Cloud. What do you think Team Philippines should have done instead of just waiting around there?
Okay, so this is something that we actually can't see is that we don't know the amount of utilities that they have. Do they have enough grenades or do they have enough smoke bombs? Because utility management is also very important. You need to have enough grenades, enough smoke bombs towards the later stages of the game. This is a prime example of what Myth did. They have enough grenades. With that one grenade, the moment they got that first knock, that is it. Okay, we are even now. It's a 3-on-3 game. That's where they rush in instead of just waiting. And I'm not too sure whether they have grenades or not, but if they didn't have that, they should have managed their utilities a bit better.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. But let's talk about Team Thailand right now, Nikki. They were able to go up and win another victory. Myth, more points to secure for their team. So this is looking like first place is pretty much secure here. But let's not forget, we're actually still going for the qualifiers, right? There's still more chances for other teams coming up here. So, Nikki, how do you think that other teams have to go about and handle this? Because right now, if we keep going with the current status quo, it's just going to be Team Thailand all day long. What do other teams have to do here?
Yeah. Be told, Team Thailand is dictating the game. And yeah, I've told you guys a while ago that other teams should be stepping it up right now, but I can't really blame them because looking at the psychological part of this game, these teams are also, they have a clear understanding of how Team Myth plays and how dominant they are. So sometimes, like what happened during the last circle between Laos, Philippines, and Thailand, somehow Philippines already has the advantage when it comes to numbers, but they weren't decisive enough to be standing it up against Myth because they know how strong, let's call it strong, Myth is as a team. But yes, and that's it for me.
Honestly, Lau hanging on that so long, and for a team like Lau, who really hasn't made that much of, I think, an impression so far, it's good for them to see themselves at the second half of the scoreboard. Maybe this will get them some motivation and maybe some momentum coming into the later stages. But speaking of the later stages, unfortunately, we do have to go into a quick commercial break. But of course, before we go into that commercial break, I do want to have a quick thank you to our sponsor, Samsung, who has generously helped out this tournament, of course. And check out, if you want to know more about the Samsung new products, experience the awesome performance of their new brand, their brand new Samsung Galaxy A51 and A71. It's all you'll need to win and decimate people at PUBG Mobile, if that's what you're looking to do. Of course, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, you're going to be joining us. In the next map, it's going to be Vikendi. So more action from us. I'm Illustrato. Joining me, that's Nikki, and Sir Cloud. We'll be back in a second. Don't touch that browser.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked!
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, 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 go Dragon!
Ready for it? Yeah, this is it. Go! 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 Yeah, this is it. Go! Let's go! This is it.
Visiting Singapore at the SEA Games meet and greet was actually my first time in Singapore. I honestly had no idea there'd be so many fans at the event, and hearing the cheers and meeting the fans in Singapore for the first time was an amazing experience.
The boot camp at the SEA Games was definitely very interesting. It was definitely like something that's very different for me. Normally I just coach one team and usually I know all the players, and this boot camp was like, I had like an hour and a half to work with like 4 teams, I think 4 different countries, and things about TI and EG and stuff like that. It was a cool experience. It was definitely something I would be interested in the future. So I think for a lot of these players to become superstars, they just need to be noticed. They need to have a venue to really promote themselves. And I think a lot of them have potential to be superstars. I think that these players just need to play. They need to learn more about the game, get more experience, experience being in a team, because that's like the biggest thing, like playing a pub game compared to being in a team, learning about people, learning about Dota, the game, strategy, all these things are what really matter.
Southeast Asia has an incredible dedication to the game, and a tournament like the Southeast Asian Invitational, provided by Razer, is just an amazing resource for all up-and-coming players.
Get ready for it. Get ready for it. This is it.
This is a really exciting time for Dota 2. I cannot wait to see which country wins it all at the Razer Southeast Asian Invitational. Good luck to everybody.
this isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. The search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
You love playing games, and you're always hunting for the best deals. Now you can get more back just from the way you pay. Introducing Razer Gold, the virtual credit for games and entertainment that rewards you back. With Razer Gold, you get to enjoy more savings with exclusive deals. Get access to special bonus gifts and in-game items you can't find anywhere else, like unique weapons and skins. What's more, with every dollar in Razer Gold spent, you'll earn Razer Silver, our rewards program. Just like airline miles, the more you spend, the more you'll earn. Just keep collecting Razer Silver, and once you've got enough, you can redeem it for Razer hardware, games, gift cards, and more. With Razer Gold, you get more savings and gifts, and automatically earn Razer Silver to redeem even more cool gear. It's the best way to get rewarded just for being a gamer. Get started by signing up for a Razer ID on gold.razer.com. Take a moment to verify your account so it's totally secure. And that's it. Start filling up your e-wallet with Razer Gold and enjoy rewards with every spend. So how do you fill up your e-wallet with Razer Gold? It's easier than you think. We've got over 1 million partners and stores around the world, both online and offline, where you can top up your e-wallet with Razer Gold. Don't have a credit card? No problem. Reload your wallet by purchasing these Razer pins. You can easily find them at your nearest convenience store, supermarket chain, or pawn shop. Prefer to do things online? We've got you covered. Reload your wallet with your credit card, internet banking, and even your telco bill via direct carrier billing. Now that you're stocked on Razer Gold and you found something you'd like to purchase, here's how you pay with Razer Gold. Click on Pay with Razer at the checkout segment of your purchase. Log into your Razer Gold account and use your wallet balance to check out. If there's insufficient Razer Gold, simply reload your wallet with a specified amount via online banking, credit card, or buying Razer pins from a store. Here's a sweet deal to get you started. Create an account now and verify, and we'll reward you with 1,000 Razer Silver. Start getting rewarded and getting more back when you pay with Razer Gold now.
Welcome back to the Razer SEA-Invitational 2020. My name is Illustrato. Joining me, of course, on the desk is going to be Sir Cloud and Nikki. We just witnessed an amazing game once more again in the final circle. Thailand, Laos, and the Philippines going head to head. In Thailand, unsurprisingly emerging victorious once again. Can anybody break the streak? We'll find out a little bit later. But before we delve and discuss anything more in this tournament, we want to talk about sort of the main sponsors, main organizers of this tournament itself, Razer. So Razer has been a leader in Southeast Asian esports for the longest time. And most recently with the success of the 30th SEA Games, where esports was a medal event for the first time in history, they've taken that momentum and created the SEA-Invitational. The Razer SEA-Invitational is not just any tournament. This is esports at an incredibly high level across 10 competing nations. Over 400 teams and 3,000 athletes battled it out to make it here to represent their country. That means these guys that are here are truly the best. At SEA Games 2019, Razer worked with each of the national esports federations to help bring esports to a larger audience. Now they've done it again with the SEA-Invitational, making it a more inclusive event, this time with 10 countries represented. This event will help the athletes and organizations prepare for the SEA Games planned in the SEA Games of 2021 in Vietnam. So what an amazing tournament here that we have had, the start of esports all across Southeast Asia. I was actually part of the Southeast Asian Games. I commentated on it as well, so I was there for that piece of history, and it's amazing to see that it's growing still, even amidst all this chaos, even amidst this COVID crisis that's currently happening all across the world, the global pandemic. It's nice to see that Razer has really put their foot forward and has gotten people like us to commentate on it. So now I'm going to ask you, Sir Cloud and Nikki, how does it feel, guys, to still be working in here, working in Southeast Asia? What's it like for you guys to be in Southeast Asia in the middle of all of this beautiful development in esports here today? Let's start with you, Nikki.
It's really honoring and humbling to be part of SEA-Invitational, knowing that we have a cause here, and that is to connect all these 10 countries to promote love within these countries, camaraderie, friendship, team spirit, of course, and that's what we're all about. That's why we're here. We are here to promote sportsmanship.
Yeah, Cloud, you have been, you're part of the Malaysian broadcasting scene. You've been around here for quite a while as well, casting PUBG Mobile. Tell me, before we start and talk about the match itself, I just want to get some quick information. How has the scene been growing from your end?
I think not only from my end, but the scene as a whole, mobile scene, the PUBG mobile scene has been growing, especially in the Southeast Asia region. So I'm really, really proud to be part of this region and this show as well. It's been a great honor coming to the Razer SEA-Invitational 2020. So to see the growth from, it has started maybe 4 years ago, that when it was still really small. Now it has grown to this size where we are at this level where we bring countries together. It just touches me.
Well, so just like all across the world, Southeast Asian countries are starting to send their representatives into esports. It's going stronger and stronger. The Philippines has sent a number of teams to the international, touching games on Dota, having ridiculously amazing teams. Thailand being the top in the world right now when it comes to PUBG Mobile, recently with PMCO as well. It's been an amazing journey for Southeast Asia, and what a way to continue this legacy with the Razer Southeast Asian Games. And speaking of legacies, currently Myth and RQ Athena making their own legacy here in Southeast Asia as they currently dominate the scoreboards. Everybody else sort of just following in their footsteps, trying to make a name for themselves, but they can't really catch up here. Fortunately, it's not the end of the story. So, aside from currently Myth, RQ Arena, I wanted to get your opinion, Sir Cloud. Let's start with you. Who are some of the teams that you've been kind of looking at here to maybe sneak up on Thailand and catch up a little bit?
Oh, that's going to be interesting here. We do see, obviously, based on the stats over the past 2 days, Philippines definitely is one of the contenders for that top spot to take over Thailand. But there are also other teams that are starting to show their strengths as well. We can see how some of the other teams, just like Arof as well, they are starting to show that they are one of the formidable forces who may come and catch up and break themselves into the grand finals.
And speaking of breaking out, we're going to be heading into Vikendi very soon. One of those maps where really things are a little bit different. The playstyle is very much different from the other maps. A lot of it's a very sniper-friendly map as well. A lot of great opportunities to do that. So we'll go dive straight into Vikendi, find out exactly how our Southeast Asian teams will fare, and continue on in this Razer Southeast Asian Invitational 2020. We're about to dive into Vikendi. Sir Cloud, Nikki, take it away.
And now, of
Welcome
course,
to SEA-Invitational, and we are your casters for tonight. My name is Nikki.
my name is Sir Cloud, and we'll be bringing the action to you.
Let's begin. And there you have it, Vikendi. What are your thoughts about Vikendi? This is a medium range 6x6 map.
Oh yeah, this place, interestingly, although it's not the biggest map, but it has the most compounds. So normally teams tend to be a little bit more passive on this map. We have seen here, it's a little bit of an up and down. For the first game today, we saw more aggression, then it started to like cool down a bit and be a little bit more passive. So in this map, I kind of expect teams to be a little bit more passive until the fourth circle onwards.
I see. So it's like an on and off. So we will be watching for now as they loot and gear up themselves with the proper arsenal that they need. But we are seeing Team 12 here. I think they are near someone. Team 11 and 12. Those teams are from Myanmar. YG Deuce and MY.
Yep, we can see here they are in a similar compound, but they are respecting each other's location for now. Not going to make that early engagement. So now we can see it's like it's like there's an invisible line there, just drawing across these two teams. That okay, as long as you don't cross this line, we won't take a shot.
We're good. Yeah, no engagement will be given. But yeah, I think someone is initiating the movement here. I'm not so sure. We are watching KPO2 once again. The ninja guy. Is he the ninja one? It's Blink and him.
Part of them. Blink and him. Yeah.
Yeah. He's part of it. MY Miracle here trying to loot more. He doesn't have a body armor though.
Yeah, they definitely need more loot there. But then again, in Dobro Metro, I wouldn't be too worried about their position because there's tons of loot here, especially now that they're moving as a team of 4. And now just moving over to team number 3, X-Force looks like, Big DD, he was in trouble just now, but
almost
he managed to sneak himself into the house.
I mean, look at that health. His health bar is like one shot and he's gonna go down. And that is X-Force. Oh, the kid and the others are quite far from him. He is patching himself up, but there's gonna be a skirmish between Team 3 and Team 8. GPY and X-Force here. Big DD are gonna get some revenge. I'm not so sure, but let's look at that. Oh, X-Force, the kid is now down. Assassin will get that down. Oh no, will they be able to get to heal him? I'm not so sure. I doubt.
Yeah, I doubt so as well. But Camper still wants to go and try for it. My goodness, in the nick of time, Camper managed to pop out the revive onto the kid while being backed up by Ace.
Superman is low on health. Superman is low on health. X-Force Ace pushing towards Superman. Will there be an what are you gonna do, Superman? You're so low on health, but he's still fighting for his life, and they will get that kill though. Almost, yeah. There you go. That's a kill coming from X-Force. Spider-Man again survives.
And they managed to get a pan kill out of that. So that's like an achievement. That's like a statement there. Like, I kill you with a pan. And again, ladies and gentlemen, Spider-Man will need to survive with his spider senses.
Again. Once again. And I like that pan kill. It's like, Loki flexing on us. I'm gonna kill you with a pan.
Yeah, it's always a statement, right? Like, if you kill someone with a pan, it's like, that's all like, yeah, I kill you with a pan. But look at this as well. Team number 1 and MTX, they are really close by to each other.
Almost. We have ATSXZ and the MTX here. Let's see if we're gonna have a skirmish between these two teams. But they're just, cautious enough not to engage in. But let's talk about our top guys. Those are from Team Myth, of course. It's really good for them that they don't really land on same spots with the other teams, and they just manage to survive until the last circle.
Yeah, looks like they want to go for positioning. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is official that Spider-Man is the last one alive again for his team.
Again and again. Let's see if he'll be able to make it until that last circle and give another second placement or maybe first placement points for his team. Let's see if he's gonna be able to do that successfully. Anyway, 71 players alive, 19 teams left for our Vikendi map.
But look at this Spider-Man. He's just using those under bridges. You can see the way he rotates right now. He will play super safe. Use the under bridges. Just go places where it's less likely to have people. And now just looking at the circle there earlier, looks like the circle is pretty kind to most of these teams. Most of it is on land, and definitely the circle will be on land towards the later stages of the game.
Yes, and now we are watching Red from Team 5 here. And these are the guys from Team Indonesia. Indonesian represent. Let's see what are they gonna offer to us right now. But I don't really see any enemies at the horizon right now. It's clear.
Yeah, looks like they're quite clear. We can see from their positioning earlier, they are in the middle of a couple of teams, but their distance is quite large at this point because it's still the first circle. So normally in this map also you expect kind of like the fourth circle onwards. Do you see big engagements?
And now we are watching RSG from that is Team 16 Singapore. Yeah, Insider here is outside. Maybe looking for other opponents. No one is actually. RG. Maybe they have spotted RG. Someone from RG. I'm not sure. Will they engage there? No. They're just gonna be simply going. Why outside the circle though?
Sometimes it's a strategy that they don't want to go straight in because there may be people in front of them, and maybe they sense that through their scout. So what they do is that they go outside and they circle around to another entry point where they think it's best for them.
Oh no, Spider-Man, if he continues that path, he might be able to stumble upon Team 14, which is from the Philippines, Iconic PH, I guess. Yeah, Iconic PH.
I wasn't sure what Blanks was doing there earlier. He was like staring blankly, and not really moving.
Maybe just scouting the area if there are any enemies. But we are watching RG Cow here and the rest of RG just looting that compound right now.
Yep, so it looks like RG will have this entire compound to themselves. So don't expect big engagement so far.
And this is what you're talking about, that we have this on and off action for the Vikendi map. And now we're on the downtime for now, and that's the time for our players to be leisurely looting. But once again, I have to remind the players that they have to take away those spots from the players that are on the top 8.
But look at this. Looks like Myth is in the same compound as MTX. And now Roadfair managed to get a knockdown to Sodonga. And now Online managed to finish him off with a micro Uzi. Stone will relocate himself into the compound. And all the rest of Team MTX, they can only look and sympathize.
Myth here has shown us that they can go for placement score and actually go for kills. They are very, very strong in this game. And like what you asked a while ago, who can stop them? Who will stop them?
Yeah, that will be a big question here. And now MTX looks like they will need to continue on without Sodongda. So it will be very interesting. We can see here one team member of MTX, he is all alone. He pops out the smoke. That also gives away a possibility of someone is there. So now we can see Myth, they are keeping eyes onto the smoke side.
But because he's actually away from his teammates and he wanted to rendezvous, but the problem is Myth is at the lookout and they won't let that happen. Look at that, how they're gonna be flanking in this Soul Survivor, but they're actually going in for Team 19 there.
Oh yeah, they're going for the rush in. Yeah, we can see that. So it looks like Stone will go for the flank as well. He's going for the rush in. There's one right in front of him, but then again managed to relocate himself behind the structure. But will they find him out? The micro Uzi spread out 35 ammo there, ready for the spray. But then again, now looks like he will go for the jump. And here's the Olympic swim away.
Oh no!
My goodness, Stone. Oh no, Stone will go into the water as well. But now they can see in the water, the signals will be given out to his teammates and they can go for the kill.
And this is how aggressive and dominating Team Myth is at when a player knows where they are, they just keep on evading them and not actually engaging. And that's dominance you can see there. And dictating the game as well.
And that one team member of MTX, he is giving himself to the river because you can see he's not showing himself, and all his life is draining away. Oh my goodness, Ponzai tries to find where he is, but looks like it's not easy to get him in the water.
Ponzai, is Ponzai down?
Oh my goodness, Ponzai have been knocked down. GE managed to go in, managed to take one down, but now Gay have been taking a couple of shots there, now down to 30% life. Ponzai needs help.
Oh, no.
And also his teammate as well. Stone needs help as well. Will he go and help them? Will they go and help them? Or will they secure the kill first? This will be the question mark that they need to answer right now.
Oh my gosh, is this the team that we're looking for? Oh, no. MTX will go down. It's going to be 2v4 battle. I think there's a lot of players coming from mid that are down right now. Were they able to be revived or upped by their teammates?
You can see here, looks like Rothia wants to get away, but then again, the sprays onto Rothia and go. Oh my goodness! Offline managed to get a knockdown onto Gay. And there we go. MTX only has one team member left. Can you clutch it out? This will be the big question mark here.
Running
looks like
here.
He's quite far away from teammates.
It's impossible. I think it's impossible. Drinking in that energy drink, will they be able to reunite and save one another when mid team has already eradicated him? And I think this is the best moment for him to go away, but I think there's gonna be third parties going in. I'm not so sure. Radfiat, they're clutching in 1v1 battle. What is with the great one? Radfiat is down, and now we are watching the sole member from MTX throwing in those deployables everywhere, trying to go for a cover here, but left and right flanking in. We have online and Ponzai, and there you have it. He will go down.
Oh man, that's brownie points forever. Managed to knock down two. Rodfiat may survive this. Yeah, it looks like he will survive this. Online will be revived as well. But Rodfiat, okay, hang on. I'm just looking at this. Can they make it for Rodfiat? But if not, they managed to secure 1 point. But no, looks like Rodfiat will be taken out, and their opponents, MTX, managed to get 1 kill point at least.
Exactly. But you know, it's really brave for MTX to be standing against our dominator of our maps here, and we are watching VGM21. I really admire the courage coming from MTX there.
Yeah, definitely. That was really good play. That just shows that they are not afraid to take on. Although Myth, it's high up there in terms of the charts. They have a very strong reputation, but they are not fazed by reputation.
Yes, and looking at the psychological part of the game, somehow when you are faced with the predators and you are the prey being hunted, somehow you'll lose that spirit. But MTX showed us that they can go mano a mano against our top one of our maps.
And now we can see here team number 1 and team number 6. They are trying to converge each other. Oh, look at this! Kizo will spray out onto RG, and there you go. Looks like fight is happening here. They are spreading out between 2 areas. With the road cutting across them, but looks like they were disengaged. But will it be from the pan to the fire? 10x will be knocked out by a team 11 here, and he will be crawling and sent back to the lobby by Kendo.
Oh no! Kendo here together with the rest of his teams. I think they know there's a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams here. They are super saturated. Shots are not connecting right now, but it's a good thing that they know where the locations of the other players are at.
Yeah, but look at this. Team number 1, ATS, they have visitors coming, visitors that they don't want, the type of neighbors who would make noises in the middle of the night. Yeah, these are the type of neighbors that are actually closing in.
And there you have it. Team 6 is gonna be our visitor, and they are from Indonesia. And we are watching ATS. Is this Aikoi? Aikoika? Is it? Okay, low on health, Aikoika here, patching himself up. But on the other hand, Kendo will go down.
Oh my goodness, looks like Kendo will go down. And look at this Kizo, from his perspective, they will need to fend off incoming teams here. We do see one squad is closing in, but they are all in the circle so far.
Yes, and that is a good thing that they are inside the circle, but shots are being connected right now. What happened there?
Oh my
we
goodness.
are in excess. It is says.
It,
Okay,
it,
to
felt,
the
it almost
rescue.
felt like a
We
lapse
have
of
here.
concentration.
Yes, indeed. Kizo wasn't able to cover up for his friends there. He's far from his friends. He's far from his friends though. Iconic blanks, Ido 10 and fourth row. We are watching them here. Okay, they don't have any opponents there, so it's a really nice place for them to be at this very nice time. RRQ, DRNX and RRQ will have a skirmish here. Oh, it's really brave of him to be, shooting at these guys alone.
Yep, we can see that RRQ, one of the Thai teams as well. Looks like they are all. We can kind of see the safe zone right here, where most of the teams are actually inside at this point. Not many teams are actually outside. Neither are they gatekeeping.
Yes, they are. And shots will be connecting. Are they connecting? ATS, they are moving. They are moving. And DRNX has to get this momentum, and actually they can flank or push. But yeah, ATS was able to get that cover. Let's see what UCAP will do at this very point. RG, is that RSG? RGS Rain? RSG Rain. Almost an insider, Rain and Kagura. Okay, they're gonna be sandwiched here.
Yep, they're going to be sandwiched. Although they want the chicken dinner, but they don't want the sandwich. Unfortunately,
We don't want
they will
that.
need to have this first before they can possibly have that chicken dinner.
We don't want that. That's the least that we want to be right now. RSG Kagura and the rest of RSG trying to get a place to be, for them to camp right now. It's not a good time for them to engage.
Yeah, definitely not a good time because we can see that they lost art. So mathematically, they may need to be a little bit more cautious if they want to go up to other teams. So that's why they're taking the more safer approach whereby Insider is inside the house.
Yeah, he is indeed inside the house. We are watching red flat here. Sniping, throwing in some shots there. It will connect. Force the kid will go down. Oh, he's also receiving shots. He is. It's not connecting.
Oh my goodness, and we can see his teammate Teddy Boy is in trouble as well. But Flat looks like he's been taking a couple of shots and now down to 50% of life. But then again, he is still okay, but he cannot get knocked down because we can see that his team is actually far. But then again, Flat is actually giving that long range support while his team is going for the CQC. They're going for the flag there from the right side of the map, as we can see here. But will they close in quickly? Will they close it enough? X-Force, they're trying to find refuge in the house, but then again, this refuge is been seized now. Can knocked down from afar. Flat, letting out one by one. Could they flat out a whole team? Ace is the last one left. Camper is in the house. He has been revived by his teammate Ace. We need to try to find refuge, but then again, no, not easy. Flat being taken a couple of shots there.
And now he is patching himself up, leaving it to his teammates to go flank in there. But we have Midstone there, and he already knows what's gonna happen there. So he stopped for a while. We are watching X-Force Camper at the left side of our spectrum here. Rocky is down 1v1 for Red Team. We will get that kill. But don't forget that we have Stone. He can actually go and be the third party here if ever. Stone.
Oh man, yeah, Stone, who's probably hiding behind the stone right now, can go for the third party.
Flat is down.
Oh, Flat.
He really worked hard to cover his teammates, and now he's down. And I don't see it's gonna be possible for the other teammates for help him right now, because they are actually far from him, and it's better for him to actually die than the Stone to be killing him. But yeah, 1 point goes to Stone, sadly.
Well, there you go. Unfortunately, he's been kind of backstabbed by Stone. Team just right in front of him. So coming from the back, that's where he wasn't aware and he's been taken out. But unfortunately as well, he's far away from his teammates. There's nothing that his teammates can do.
Yeah, but we must commend Flat for covering up for Teddy and Rocky. But we are watching we are watching Rocky now. Will they get a revenge with Stone, or better go inside the circle now because they are outside the circle?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, interesting that Stone is the sole survivor for Myth. Is he?
I believe so. I don't think there are any other Myth members that I can see from the map earlier.
Okay, let's find out later, as we all know that Stone will be able to manage to go inside the final circle. Let's hope for that. Now we're watching Teddy Boy and the rest of Red Team.
And now this is Teddy Boy. Unfortunately, they will continue on the journey without their trusty flat taking the long range shots for them. So it looks like they will make that rotation. In front of them is Iconic PH waiting in front of the compound, but looks like Iconic PH, they sense someone is coming close by, so they're keeping their eyes on the other side.
3v3 situation we're having here, Sir Cloud, and this is gonna be an interesting game, but I saw Kagura just across the horizon. Oh, you are out for throw. What are you doing? Midstone! So down. He's dead.
Yeah, he's out. That's an explosion for his vehicle. Unfortunately, he will bow out pretty early as well. 16th place for his team.
16th place will only give you 1 point. But yeah, if they were able to get much kills, it's all good. It's all good. In the hood, we are watching Teddy Boy here, and the rest of them, I think they're not gonna engage. I think that they're looking for a different path to go inside the circle than to be engaging here with Iconic. But they will be stumbling towards Kagura. If ever, Blanks will not let that happen though.
Yeah, Chua. Yep, Chua looks like they will need to fend off a couple of teams that are trying to come into the safe zone, but they are just playing outside of the safe zone. Even if they have this compound, the compound is not safe enough, so they need to relocate themselves. This is exactly what they are doing at this point, but they need to check their flanks. As we can see there, a couple of other teams as well.
Almost. We have Team 10, Team 14 here. Deployables have been thrown. Out in the open, Zully! But someone will get that kill, and that is Zully. Wow, that's very brave of Sully to be out there and to be eliminating someone from Iconic PH there. Edo 10 is now down as well, and the rest of Arov are actually going and flanking him, pushing and killing him as well.
There you go. But looks like Icon will need to continue on this with 2 team members and Arov. They have an entire squad. Zali will be revived by Bota, and now Blanks is still waiting, still staring blankly into the tree, trying to find the right angle, right moment. But when will they have the right moment? I don't think they should engage because the numbers is just not on their side. But looks like Blanks still want to try the name.
Let's see for 3. If they're not connect, throwing in once again, but we are watching Zully taking in the initiative to actually flank, but we are now watching Tom here giving away shots here, and Ayaz will go down.
Oh my goodness. That was a long range shot by Tom. Managed to take down Aeons, and now Aeons didn't know what hit him. He's trying to find cover, but then again, where are his teammates? His teammates are way far away.
Yeah, he really did not know where the shots are coming from, because they are having a heated battle together with the other teams, and now it's gonna be VGM to be throwing in the shots here. We are watching Tuans and the rest of his team to be flanking Blacklist International. I'm not so sure if they're gonna be able to survive this, because we also have Red Team here. It's gonna be 3-way battle for these teams.
Oh my god, that line is just like, it reminds me of like a line of marbles just cutting across this marble. So wow, that is just that colorful with that line. Everyone's playing by the edge of the circle. Now everyone is forced to move, and they will definitely meet up with each other.
Yeah, they have to, because the circle at this very moment is not forgiving, but the complications will be, it's also the other teams that are going to go inside the circle. Alas will go down. He is now dead. And we are the watching Kings there, Red Kings here.
Yep, Kings looks like the team that lost flat earlier on. They are still on the outside of the safe zone, but the moment they move, they will need to face off with team number 13 on their right side, and on the left side there's also another team number 2 as well, so they need to be careful of their flanks as they move in.
And I think this is what Ilustrado is waiting for our teams to be stepping it up against those people at the top 8, especially at the top 1, 2, 3 place. Because these are the teams that we actually haven't really seen any action going on. But look at Red here, being so aggressive and being so successful with every engagement that they are having.
Yeah, so far Red has been doing really well. Just unfortunate that they have to continue on without Flat. But when they had Flat, it was so good. They had a good strategy, long range,
Yes.
CQC, everything complete.
And yes, I think Team Red is from Indonesia.
Yep, the Indonesian representatives, that's for sure. And now, just looking over at Red, looks like they have visitor Han is actually in the same compound as them, but none of them
Yes.
are in the safe zone.
For Han, if I were Han, oh, he is throwing something. He is actually gonna throw a grenade. Will
Yep,
he throw that
maximizing the
grenade?
angle.
Because if I were him, I won't actually, I will conceal my Oh no, Chua is down. What a turn of events. RRQ. We also have RRQ there. Aside from VGM, Bensu is also down. It's not looking good for VGM here, but Red Teddy Boy just shooting at fourth row. It's not connecting though, but at least he is bold enough to be engaging here with these teams. It's gonna be a three-way battle against Black, VGM, and one more team there. And let's look at Teddy Boy from Red. 3 teams, okay.
Yeah, we can see that Vigo and Tuans is the only one left standing for his team right now. He needs to either help Benzo or Choi. If not, he will be the only team member left. And looks like Benzo will be his choice next to be revived. But can he do it in time? Because at the same time, the blue zone is closing in.
RRQ is closing in as well. And it's not looking good for this duo. And, everyone is just so near each other. This circle is so saturated. And looking at the circle, Team 6, 18, 20 are the ones who are almost inside the circle. We are watching RRQ Beer here. And just looking at the area, if they're actually out in the open, They are out in the open.
It is so open right now. But look at this Botak as well. Looks like he's been knocked down. Sun, we need to help him, but I'm not too sure where Sun's position is. I don't think Sun is in a good position to actually help his teammate. Might as well Sun continue on solo mode after this. But look at this RRQ. They are falling apart as well. D2A so has already been knocked down. Beer is now down to 40% of health. What's happening to RRQ? Beer with 30% of life left. Trying to find cover. Trying to find a place where he can pop out his first aid. But then again, the smoke will be used first. The first aid kit will be popped out. And Ernie will be revived.
Yes, and it's gonna be RRQ together with the teams here. There's a lot of colors we're watching. Ernie is also down. Beer once again is down once again. Blown up his helmet and his body armor at this very point. Someone is flanking DRNX. It's gonna be DRNX flanking them right now. What's gonna happen between these two teams? We are watching Beer again. He is down. And this is a very good moment for DRNX to be flanking right now. And there you have it. RRQ is out in the running here at Vikendi map.
We are now down to the top 6 teams. Those Sets will need help there to get revived. And Sun, he is still surviving for Arrow. But look at it, the siege is coming in. Galaxy managed to take one down, but did not manage to take an entire squad. Too much for him to handle. And he will end his journey at 6th place.
Nice, and that is a clutch play coming from him. But, wow, 3 shots! 3 hits coming from Red. Rocky hit Teddy Boy. On the other hand is already down. And Rocky, what are you going to do? MYIC is just scrolling here. Is also down. Fortune will be able to help him. So, yeah, we are now left with 13 players rather. 5 teams left.
Yep, 5 teams
it
left.
It was a fast game now. This is what you're talking about. This is the action that you're talking about a while ago.
Yes, this is of course the 7th circle, so definitely we will see a lot of action here. Looks like Razer will try to make a rush in, but then again, in the house, I think there's one more team in there. Not too sure about that because it's overlapping, but then again, here we can have a clearer view that no one is in the house. If they can secure this compound, it will be prime position.
Yeah, Team 12 over there at the right side is the team from Myanmar though. DRNX here from Team 6. Our Indonesian team just trying to snipe someone from Arab, but I think someone from Arab is already down, leaving us with 11 players. Oh, they know that I am why the use is also there.
And it's very certain now that we will see a new chicken dinner winner. Who will it be? This will be the big question mark here, ladies and gentlemen. And we can see here
Definitely.
how close they are with each other.
Yeah, this is something different from our previous maps, whereas the team Thailand was able to dominate. So now it's a refreshing refreshing map for everyone.
Yeah.
Red Rock is down. He is down.
Red Rocky. Not too sure about that. I think he is.
Yes. We only have 10 players left. Yes, we are almost about to conclude this. MY Miracle throwing in deployable circles already this is small. Everybody needs to go inside the circle right now as it is about to close. Let's see what these guys are going. We have team 11, 12, and 6 here. And looking at 11 and 12, those are the teams from Myanmar, YG Deuce and MY.
Yep.
Miracle is down.
Oh my
Vikendi
goodness.
is also down. Oh, there you have it. Finishing blow coming from Ryzen there. And we are down to 7 players left. This is the aerial view. We can see all the players here for now. And yeah, looking at this spot, let's try to analyze this Sir Cloud.
Yeah, this is because of the road. Because of the road, you can see here all the teams, they need to cross the road. The road is a super open place. The moment you need to do that, you can see here, Ryzen, he's spraying out the shot on the side of 4chen, not allowing him to get into the road. The CQC is happening. Miracle is in the smoke. They cannot see where Miracle is in, but it's somewhere in there. Ryzen has been knocked down. Ucho run into touchdown for his team. Can he do it? We're now down to the top 3 teams, and now entire squad have been taken out. And now it's Ucho versus KPO2. Can they do it? But KPO2 is just too far away. I think he will sacrifice himself to the blue zone, and very likely we'll see the next chicken dinner. Number 6. It is just a matter of time.
Yeah, 6 and 11. Those are the teams from DRNX, which are from Indonesia, and YG Deuce from Myanmar here. These are the 2 teams just, wanting to get the kills, but yeah, and the placement as well. 3 people alive here at Vikendi. So YG Deuce just dancing, and he's now finished.
And there you go, winner, chicken dinner. We have a new one, ladies and gentlemen, with 11 kills, ORNX, and they got a chicken dinner for themselves tonight with game number 4.
Yes, and there you have it. That concludes our Vikendi map. Congratulations to DRNX for having that chicken dinner. DRNX, yes. How many kills though? 11 kills. 11 kills for their team.
11 kills, although not as much as the previous teams, but then again, it is still a chicken dinner nevertheless. So they managed to get maximum placement points here at this round. So congratulations again to them.
Yes, congratulations. And let's hear it from Ilustrado. What are your thoughts?
What a great game that we just saw here. It was one heck of a turnaround. Teams that we never really saw at the top of the bracket just coming up and sort of avenging themselves, true to their name, the Dranix Avengers, who are sitting far, far down at the bottom of the scoreboard. They were in the middle. They were 8th. And following right behind them was YG Deos, who were sitting at 13th. Now they've sort of come in and chimed in with some, interesting plays of their own here in Vikendi. So, Vikendi, one of those maps that really changes things up a lot. And let's hear from you guys really quickly. I want to get your opinion before we go into the short commercial break, because we do have to go into one. I do want to ask, let's start with you, Sir Cloud. Dranix Avengers, they've come out of the woodwork. They've finally made something happen. What do you think went right for them, and how do you think they can replicate this?
I think they've been playing a little bit more aggressive. As we can see earlier, they kept their utilities. They know when to use the smoke, when to use the grenade. So that clinched them the chicken dinner. And I think most of these teams, they know what to do now. Take out the ones who are at the top.
Yeah, and we definitely saw that because teams going down left and right. RQ Athena going down a little bit early. Myth as well going down very early. They're not going to be too worried about the points, but everybody else who wants to catch up will definitely appreciate the little bit of breathing room that they just experienced in that game. But speaking of breathing room, it's time for us to give the audience a chance to breathe themselves after that last game, which was absolutely intense here. So let's take a short commercial break. But of course, this entire program was sponsored by none other than Samsung. And if you want to find out more, experience the awesome performance of their brand new Samsung Galaxy A51 and A71. We're going to go into a short break. When we come back, it's going to be the next map here on the Razer Razer SEA-Invitational 2020. My name is Illustrado. Joining me is Sir Cloud and Nikki. We'll be back in just a second. Stay tuned.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked.
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, 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 go Dragon.
This isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. The search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
love playing games and you're always hunting for the best deals, now you can get more back just from the way you pay. Introducing Razer Gold, the virtual credit for games and entertainment that rewards you back. With Razer Gold, you get to enjoy more savings with exclusive deals. Get access to special bonus gifts and in-game items you can't find anywhere else, like unique weapons and skins. What's more, with every dollar in Razer Gold spent, you'll earn Razer Silver, our rewards program. Just like airline miles, the more you spend, the more you'll earn. Just keep collecting Razer Silver, and once you've got enough, you can redeem it for Razer hardware, games, gift cards, and more. With Razer Gold, you get more savings and gifts and automatically earn Razer Silver to redeem even more cool gear. It's the best way to get rewarded just for being a gamer. Get started by signing up for a Razer ID on gold.razer.com. Take a moment to verify your account so it's totally secure. And that's it. Start filling up your e-wallet with Razer Gold and enjoy rewards with every spend. So how do you fill up your e-wallet with Razer Gold? It's easier than you think. We've got over 1 million partners and stores around the world, both online and offline, where you can top up your e-wallet with Razer Gold. Don't have a credit card? No problem. Reload your wallet by purchasing these Razer pins. You can easily find them at your nearest convenience store, supermarket chain, or pawn shop. Prefer to do things online? We've got you covered. Reload your wallet with your credit card, internet banking, and even your telco bill via direct carrier billing. Now that you're stocked on Razer Gold and you found something you'd like to purchase, here's how you pay with Razer Gold. Click on Pay with Razer at the checkout segment of your purchase. Log into your Razer Gold account and use your wallet balance to check out. If there's insufficient Razer Gold, simply reload your wallet with a specified amount via online banking, credit card, or buying Razer pins from a store. Here's a sweet deal to get you started. Create an account now and verify, and we'll reward you with 1,000 Razer Silver. Start getting rewarded and getting more back when you pay with Razer Gold now.
welcome back here to the Razer Southeast Asian Invitational. What an amazing game we just saw. Vikendi, the underdogs, finally coming up, finally showing us what they're really made of here. It's taken a while for them, but it's any time is better than no time at all. Like coming late is better than not arriving to the party, and that's exactly what we saw. Again, my name is Illustrato, and joining me on this panel here today is going to be my two amazing casters, Sir Cloud, Nikki. We saw just an amazing game transpire right before our eyes. Teams like RRQ going down early, teams like Myth as well getting knocked down. Dranic's Avengers emerging as the victors in this last fight, shortly also followed by YG Dea. So teams that have had a little bit more of a quiet tournament. Tell me a little bit more, Sir Cloud, about these guys like Dranic's Avengers, right? If you're familiar with this team at all, and how do you feel like this will impact their morale, this momentum coming up into this next map?
To be honest, we haven't seen much of them, at least from day one up to now. But then again, now we're starting to see, like you said, it's better late than never, right? So they're arriving to the party. But what's interesting is that they come from Indonesia. So Indonesia, one of those countries who have a strong reputation when it comes to PUBG Mobile. So it's great to see them putting themselves up on the boards to get that chicken dinner for their country. It's always the pride of their nation as well.
Yeah, the Indonesian esports scene is just honestly amazing. It's on fire. And that on top of PUBG Mobile, just the scene over there, I've seen it firsthand a couple of times as well. It's a really great place to be in. It's good that we get to see some representatives of Indonesia now popping off, showing us what they're made of, and maybe having a chance to steal away a few more points from Myth and RRQ. Nikki, let's go to you for a quick second here. These teams, Dranic's Avengers, YG Deus, they haven't exactly had the best tournament so far. This momentum that they're having right now, do you think that going back into Erangel, they're going to be having a little bit of a better game? Because, they're more motivated now, and they're going into the most comfortable map of all. The quintessential, so to speak, PUBG Mobile map is Erangel, the granddaddy. Do you think that they'll be more comfortable now, play a little bit more aggressive, play a little bit more confident?
Ilustrado, for me, this is a push to their morale and to their team spirit. I think this will give us a new flavor to our next map, which is Erangel. And of course, still looking at how Team Thailand is gonna play it out, because we know how they play, and when they play well. So again, this is a morale booster for these two teams coming from Indonesia and Myanmar.
Yeah, so now, Sir Cloud, we're going back to we're going back to Erangel in just a minute. So later on in the day, it's getting pretty late at the moment, but we're finding ourselves in a very, comfortable map where everybody has played a million times. I know I've played this map ever since it was released, and everybody knows how to play this map just so well. How do you think that playing Erangel the second time around is different from the first time in the tournament?
Yeah, I think that now that they've played Erangel a couple of times already ever since yesterday, they definitely have a little bit of a sense of like, okay, where will be their common drop points of the opponents? Do they want to challenge them, or do they want to stay away from these teams? Now they can decide a little bit more better. But what I hope to see in this map as well is that because they do know where the famous drop points are, hint, RRQ likes to drop in Pachinki, go and challenge them, because if you want those points, you somehow have to challenge the top teams.
Oh yeah, of course. And when you go into areas like Pachinki, especially in an early situation, I feel like this is the best way to do it, to take down those high-ranking teams, because of the fact that when you drop, I think in those situations, there's a lot more RNG involved. You could get a gun while maybe a member of RRQ just maybe gets a pistol. It's a better opportunity to take them down right there. So if I were, I'd say teams on the lower half of the bracket, maybe, play the Assassin of Kings, be the destroyer of whoever is on the top of the leaderboard. Go in, secure that momentum, claim that title for yourself, and maybe reign supreme yourself throughout the rest of the game. It's sort of like stealing the momentum away from RRQ and Myth is what I think people should do going into Pachinki. But having said that, tell me a little bit more about the placements of these teams. We saw earlier on in the previous games, the first time we saw Erangel, a lot of teams like to play out of the far edges play safe. Do you think Nikki, do you think that these teams will now start to play a little bit more aggressive? Do you think they'll be going into the center of the map, maybe fighting for school, maybe fighting for apartments? What are your thoughts on this?
They're gonna look at the placements right now, and they want to take away that scores from the top 8 teams. They have, what you said a while ago, they have to be jumping together with these teams and have a battle against these teams, because like what I said a while ago, they don't have, I mean, they do have something to lose, but comparing to these teams like Thailand, they have nothing to lose now.
Yeah, well, we're about to find out whether those statements will reign true, whether people will be contesting Pachinki or not, whether we will see the Kingslayers emerging here in this game, or whether it will be the same dominating performance as we've seen throughout the rest of the tournament. But of course, that's not my story to tell anymore. Your storyteller's now going to be Cloud, Sir Cloud, and Nikki. What you got for us?
And here we go. Looks like the flight has begun, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the second round of Erangel today. And looks like the flight path starts from Ferry Pier all the way up north here, ladies and gentlemen. So a lot of these hotspots are in reach. Places like Pachinki, places like school. Teams can actually go there. And my eyes are on RRQ, as I mentioned, one of the top teams who will challenge them in Pachinki.
They are actually going towards Pachinki, and let's see if there are any teams going towards their direction as well. Yeah, I want to remind the other teams that they have to stop these teams at the upper spectrum, at the top 8, from gathering points. Oh, I like the outfit of mid team here. They have a costume. Is that a uniform?
Yeah, I kind of like that. So reminds me of, I'm not is it some sort of like a nurse uniform? Yeah.
Is it a scrub suit?
Maybe.
A scrub
but
suit?
it's cute.
It's cute. Indeed. Yeah, it only shows team spirit here and adding flavor to our games. They are going here at the military base. Are they?
They are surrounding this area of military base, but look at this Pachinki. Oh my goodness! Whoa, it's almost that they heard me.
Yes.
Now they're being challenged by multiple teams.
Yes, this is what we're talking about. Sir Cloud, let the games begin here at Pachinki. Who will reign, or the kings of Pachinki? We are now watching ORGSTK play here, just looting himself some good guns. He doesn't have any gun. He doesn't have any gun. Even a pistol, he doesn't have a pistol.
Oh, the RNG is just so unkind to
So
him. He can do everything else, but then no gun.
Express Ace, almost near RRG. Is that a G9? Is that G9?
Yeah, that's G9.
That is.
Nothing.
Fizz. Oh, there you have it. This is what we're talking about. Illustrad is talking about taking down these teams with the RNG. Nice.
Yep, exactly that. Didn't give him any opportunity to loot, and that's where he took advantage. Now, D2E is coming in to help out here. D2E now with the space go up, managed to get one knockdown. D2E managed to knock another one, and D2E managed to flatten out the entire team.
Wow, what a nice wipe. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. RRQ showing you what they are made of, giving him his team like 3 kills now already.
Oh,
Iconic.
But look at this as well. Edo 10 looks like he's been knocked down. He will need help from his teammates. But then again, team number 4, all right, they are going for it. Picking up Edo 10, so nice. 3 more for the side of Iconic. PH, Orange only playing as a duo in this game.
Whoa, it's connecting here to Astroplay looking for a cover here, patching himself up. We have few blanks and 4th row here at this very compound. And it's going to be play and Astroplay.
Yeah,
it's a duo against a trio here.
Duo against a trio, and RRQ will just watch the movie unfold at the other end of this compound.
Yes, I saw few there with a shotgun, so it's gonna be he has to engage in a close battle in order to utilize that shotgun in its potential, max potential. And Astroplay is just a parkouring, doing the verticalities here, looking for a flank, but it's really hard in his actual location right now.
Yeah, it's pretty tough for him at this point, but looks like he wants to go for the strategy of going onto the roof. But look at this, SDK is actually in the same house as Phil.
Yes.
Phil definitely senses someone wants to come up to the second floor, but then again, no one is together but Phil. No, someone was at the window, and Bill looks like he's been knocked out, and they will finish off Bill. There's only one more left, two more left, in fact, in the same compound. Now it's a duo versus duo.
Yes, and this is the story that we want to unfold right now. Iconic PH versus play Astro Play and Play. So duo versus duo there. What happened there is that shotgun. Of course, it does deal a lot of damage, but compared to an SMG, the rapid fires coming from this SMG is really not forgiving, especially that I don't think he has a really good helmet and armor during that moment, and that's why he was down. And that.
Yep, but look at this. Astro looks like he still wants more blood. They are not backing out of this. They have the momentum. They have the confidence right now. After taking out one, they just need to find the rest of the and secure the rest of the 2 points for their team.
And I like what you said a while ago about confidence. They do have the confidence. They are rushing in blanks here. What's gonna happen for blanks? Astro Play and Play looking for where blanks is. That's gonna do one battle, but it's gonna go down. Astro Play is down. Both of them are down. What happened there? What just happened there?
That was a miscalculation there. They separated, and then blanks. Well, you have to give it up to blanks. They stood in a same line, and blanks just needed to spray with his AK, taking them two out. Wow, that was precision. That was good reaction time by blanks.
Wow, that is the word. Wow, because who would have thought it's gonna be 2v1 battle, but the tables just turned towards against them, and now they're dead. Now we're looking at Team 15 here, as they are also near Team 6. Team 15 is Blacklist International, and Team 6 is DRNX, our victors last round.
Yeah, looks like they are both in Jogopool at this time, where this place is actually the kind of like the home ground for impunity. So they definitely know this place like the back of their hands. Now, a little bit of an advantage there of knowing the geography, and we can see that they are sort of pushing our team number 6 at the edge of town.
Yes, and let's see if we'll be having an engagement. But I think we will be having an engagement. So sit back, relax. We're gonna have a battle here at this very area. I think Kryzen is actually smelling blood here, looking for Cabo. Where are you, Cabo? With his SMG and an AK there.
Yeah, we can see they're trying to go for the flank here, I think. That's why they're trying to relocate themselves to a more better position. But look at this. Arov, in front of them, they have resurgence. And now San will go on with the micro Uzi. He has a crossbow. Oh my goodness. I want to see a crossbow kill here. I've never seen a crossbow kill in this tournament before. But hopefully this could be the opportunity, because San is still holding on to it. Now San is trying to move into the compound, but then again, no big fight yet. Everyone's trying to scout out. Oh!
Almost. He's actually looking for Rain, but little does he know that Rain's off there. 1v1 back. Rain will go down. What a nice shots coming from San, but there are also other teammates from the left side of this very area. Arts, what are you doing there, Arts?
Arts does not have any healing item at all. There's nothing much you can do. One more tap onto him and he will
going
tap
down.
out.
Yeah, he's going down. So it's gonna be Arav versus RSG. Kagura is almost near these people. Oh, there you have it, Kagura. 2v1 situation. It's actually connecting 1v1 there.
Yeah, Kagura. Kagura, unfortunately, will be taken out, and Arts will only be able to see the action unfold from on top of the roof without any other healing items. And now Arts will go down and try to loot healing items as quickly as possible.
Yes, we are now watching Arts here. He was able to be, he was healed actually by Insider. Insider was able to get that rescue for his teammate, and they are both now evading Team 10. It's a nice call for them to disengage. Oh, what an aerial shot we have here.
Oh, they definitely must disengage. But thank you so much for the aerial shot here, ladies and gentlemen. So now this is Araf here. They are dominating this location at this point. They have 3 team members still intact, while versus other 2 with Arts still haven't managed to heal up himself.
They are gonna disengage, but what we're looking right now is Arts and Insider actually waiting for Team 10 to come out. And oh, it's really looking bad for Arts. Look at his health.
Yeah, he still didn't manage to get any healing items. I guess wherever that he's going has been looted. That's why he's struggling to get first aid and medkits.
Batman is down. Bensu just got that down. Batman. I remember the team. Yeah, Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man, and one more. Oh, Batman will go down again. Once again.
Yep. There's one more assassin I remember from that same team.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he's not using the superhero. He's not using a superhero team.
Oh no, they are chasing after Arts. They are. Look at the minimap. Look at the minimap. Oh, Spider-Man is down by Tom. Spider-Man once again is down by Chua. I feel bad for Spider-Man.
Oh man. But then again, now a lot of focus onto the side of Araf and RSG. Oh no, that's his teammate. That's his teammate. Okay, don't worry, that's his teammate.
I was so scared. But yeah, thank you so much for telling me that, Sir Cloud.
Yeah, now we know Nikki's really into the game.
Sir Cloud, I just drank so many coffee right now and I'm so nervous. Sorry.
Oh man, hopefully you're not as nervous as our players here, because you can see Art is trying to heal up as soon as possible, get ready for the engagement, because looks like Araf is not backing down.
Almost. Zuli, very bold there, going for a flank. It's gonna be a 2v2 right now, but there are also other players coming from Araf to be covering them up. No. Oh no.
Oh, on the second floor, looks like they can go for the rush in if they want to. They do have the numbers here. We do see an Insider together with Arts. They are trying to fend them off, but the spray goes out from Insider. Managed to get one knockdown onto Sun. Now, can they go for the rush here? Are they going to go for it? We do see here the smoke will be popped out by the side of RSG. Insider now with Michael Uzi 25 bullets left. Get it, That was it! Resurgence representing Singapore will bow out at 7th place.
Yes, there you have it. It was an intense play between Arov and RSG, but the victors for this clash or this engagement are Arov definitely. What a play coming from Arov there. It was quite a chase. They really chased them out. Like it took them really long to actually chase RSG there. So props to RSG as well. Looking at the aerial view here, we are watching MY again. This team is from Myanmar, and on the other hand, we are watching RG team Brunei.
Yep, team representing Brunei here. Team number 2, RG.
Nings is down. One by one, they are being eliminated, and now we are left with 55 players here at our Erangel map, and it's gonna be a battle again. Thailand and Philippines, let's get it on.
Yep, looks like let's get it on again. Thailand and Philippines, but then again, RRQ, they only have 3 team members, so they really need to calculate their chances. But then again, Blacklist International, it doesn't feel like they know that they're being watched.
But considering RRQ, these guys are really brave, and they might be engaging. Knowing these guys, they might be engaging.
They could engage.
Herbs is out in the open. He is out in the open.
Oh man, D2E didn't take that shot because he know that it's not clear enough for him.
And it will only give away their location to other enemies as well. So yeah, calculated. That move is actually calculated.
It's a good calculated move because they are having only 3 team members. So Blacklist International obviously have the advantage if they choose to rush on. But then again, well, looks like they will respect each other for now.
For now, but still the tension is there, because we as spectators, we know that they are just at the horizon. And I
You
just
can
can't wait for this to unfold.
Oh man, looks like it's going to take a while here. As we can see, there's no pressure from the zone as well. So I think it will be quite a stalemate for now. But the thing is that Blacklist International, they definitely don't know. We can see where
Yeah,
Taylor
they don't
is,
know.
where his position. He's sure not to know that there's someone overlooking
Yeah.
him.
They're just out in the open. Some are even jumping. They don't know. See? It's just out in the open like that, jumping and jumping. If only he knows that we have RRQ here, he won't be doing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now RRQ, yep, looks like they definitely not going to engage for now. Vigo is still out in the open, so this clearly shows that they still don't know that they're being watched. But too much movement in and out of the house, opening up the doors, just like that. I think it's also not good for them. But then again, looks like the siege start to happen at D2E with the shots go out, and Beer managed to get one knockdown. And now this is advantage that will just
Flanking
continue on, but
in.
looks like not, they will disengage.
No, disengaging. Yes. They just, downed him and now they are... Clerps, is Clerps near them? Is Clerps near them? Oh, no, they are just disengaging. It is really funny for RRQ to shot someone from Blacklist International and actually leave them be.
Yeah, but look at this. They managed to kill Ala, so that's all they wanted. They wanted that one kill point, and that's it. It's like, yeah, they're...
Bye, guys.
To be frank, they have no big reason to go for the Russian because they are in a good position.
Yeah, it's like, hi, and then bye. We got the kill anyway. It's going to be 3v3 for them. And that's what we're talking about RRQ. They are really confident. They have the skills. And the Clerps is actually near them, chasing them. Not sure, but I think Clerps is chasing them.
Okay, that's interesting because I don't see a real need to really chase them. Both of these teams, at least, they are doing well in terms of the standings. So all they need to do is just not to get eliminated early.
Yes, and actually, they are inside the circle. We are watching MY Fortune here, just shooting at these people from YGDU's Weekend is down. Nice shot coming for Fortune, but we're looking for a follow-up coming from the other players from MY.
Oh man, Fortune with the tap, managed to get one knockdown. That was a good tap indeed from afar. And now they still maintain all for their team members, but for the side of Team 11, they will definitely be able to revive back their fallen teammate.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for here. The follow-up after that shot coming from Fortune.
We can see here, looks like the rest of them, they are taking refuge inside that small little structure. But in front of them, just look at that. That map shows that everyone's really getting close with each other. No one is really playing outside of the circle much. Everyone is playing inside.
These rounds, we've been seeing a lot of YGDUs and MY actually, being almost, but not really in the same area. And we can see again here that they are almost near one another and with another squad. So we are watching it here and MY.
Maeve online, and he's trying to blow up the buggy so that to reduce the mobility for the side of Team MY. And we can see that there's a flag movement there coming up from Maeve as well. So look at it, Stone is taking another location. They're trying to cover up all the possible exit routes for the teams, and they are going for the Russian.
And indeed, we are watching MY maybe here, just waiting for the opponents to come here after him. And we are watching on the other hand Galaxy here, and they are near Arov, I think. Kong on the other hand, regrouping with the rest of his teammates. Yeah, still inside that building. Keys on the other hand is outside, maybe looking for being the lookout here. If ever. Midstone on the other hand will go down. MTX. Someone from MTX will gonna get that kill. On the other hand, YGDU's off-cam kill. We are seeing... Oh! There you have it! But he's now down.
Oh my goodness, that reaction time from Bonsai, definitely. The moment he got tapped, he turns around and he fires. Wow, you must admire the reflexes that these athletes have.
Definitely,
Yeah, amazing.
definitely. Myth has really shown us what they are made of. They've shown us quick responses and reflexes, and looking at what happened there, the MY guy is already waiting and camping, but still they were able to eradicate him.
Looks like but Myth, they lost Stone, unfortunately. He was trying to go for the flank there, but yeah, if you die away from your team, that's the price to pay, unfortunately.
Yes, and now we are watching Ponsa and the rest of Meat here just surviving. And here, a 3-man team on their wheels. They're gonna go maybe north. They are actually going for north. Oh, it's so saturated. Oh, going inside the circle now.
Yep.
Yes.
They managed to find a path into the circle that is quite open. So kudos to Myth. So far, they are okay, but they still need to fend out with only 3 team members now. Roadfair, oh my goodness, just as I mentioned, they okay. Roadfair, unfortunately, being tapped out, and now he will need to be revived by his teammates online, as well as Ponzai will need to keep a lookout as well.
Do at this very situation? Will they flank or will they just wait for that moment? And looking at the compounds here, there are a lot of teams taking cover with every building that we have here. And now let's try to we are actually at below Yasnaya here.
This is Ryzen here with the micro Uzi. So it looks like he has visitors. There are tons of teams actually in the side of Yasnaya, but they're just not meeting with each other for now. But then again, later on, I'm very sure they will be forced to meet with each other.
Yes.
This is a huge compound, lots of different teams, so it's going to be a big bloodbath.
Yeah, and looking at the composition of these compounds at Yasnaya, we know that there's a lot of cover, there's a lot of space for you to actually, hide and camp. Even though there are a lot of teams here, it's really hard for them to actually be engaging with one another looking at the compounds like that.
This is good. Definitely going to be an explosion here waiting to happen inside of Yasnaya. Just look at this from our drone view. We can see the numbers.
How many teams?
4 teams at least that we can see. Maybe some of them off camera even.
4 teams here at Yasnaya. But unfortunately, it won't be inside the circle. And now we are seeing movements from our teams. But it'll be hard for them to actually go inside the circle because the other teams are also thinking the same. And they might be stumbling upon other teams now. Let's try to look at Kryzen here.
Yep, looks like Ryzen will try to rise up to the occasion. That will be such a challenge for him. They are playing with a duo though. And now moving over to Invitational. Oh, okay.
Nasty.
That accident almost happened there.
Almost they collided anyway. But yeah, the teams now are going inside the circle. Red here trying to position themselves, but Iconic PH is at the horizon. This is not looking good. This is gonna be an engagement, I think.
This could possibly be an engagement here. 4th row for Iconic PH. They are close by, but then again, they are in the safe zone. Though the bomb will be thrown out by Flat, but none of it will connect.
And I saw RRQ at the right side, but now we're just watching for Team 14 and 5 to be colliding with one another or eventually engage here. But looking at the numbers, it's 2v4 situation. We have the advantage, or the Team 5 has the advantage here. Red.
Yeah, definitely in terms of numbers, they have a very, very big advantage. Well, Icon, not too sure if they know. Oh, just look at this 4th row. Oh, okay. So he's hiding behind the boat while swimming. Okay, that's trying to be creative there.
We know how Flat snipes. We know how he throws in shots and actually get someone killed. But MTX Ge is actually down there. And yeah, if ever he arise from that water, it's gonna be Flat and 4th row.
But regardless, you still need to come up for a breather. I hope that he doesn't get found out. But then again, look at this. Cabo have been taken out by Rocky. Rocky is now looking at different angles. D2 is in trouble as well. Beer as well have been knocked down. They do a Kendo body, and there you go. Beer have been taken out by Kendo for the other side.
Oh, Kendo here, subject to be sniped. But there you have it. RRQ. They have so many enemies here. Enemies left and right and everywhere. And it's just so hard for them to evade this. And they have no choice but to engage. Imp. Oh, we have so many teams. We can see Imp. We can see DR and X. And then we have Red. We have Iconic. We have so many teams here, but again, the circle will be closing in at 1 minute and more than 50 seconds now.
Yeah, teams starting to really converge with each other, but then again, this Yasnaya compound is not in the safe zone, so they need to relocate themselves. This is where they will be forced to beat each other into the safe zone. Now, how will they do it? What will they do? Which route will they take? Lots of questions for these teams to ask.
And we will be getting the answers as the games for now will unfold. We are watching Blink here, just guarding their location. He has to guard in all angles, but Darkface will go down here. Ponsai will get that down in the fourth row once again. Still utilizing the waters to actually evade, but I'm not so sure. Will he be able to evade that? People here at Yasnaya still holding their grounds, waiting impatiently as the circle is about to close in. This is going to be a battle, Sir Cloud.
Oh, they need to decide what to do because they only have 1 more minute to go. This is Myth here, ladies and gentlemen, where we see they are still outside the circle. But Good and Jelly looks like he'll be shot from afar by Barua. Good and Jelly taken out by Barua, and there you go. He will wait in the lobby for his teammates, Nasty as well as Cabo.
And there we have it, Nasty here, just looking for people in trying to escape the buildings here at Yasnaya. Deployables has been shown by Kryzen here. He knows that there are also other teams that are stuck here at Yasnaya and are having a hard time to actually escape and go inside the circle because there's a lot of them there. And it's gonna be a bloodbath if they reveal their location right now. But they don't have a choice as the circle is about to close in right now. We are watching Out of Sun together with Zully. They have a situation here and smoke will be used there. And they are actually low on health. And Yukap, on the other hand, MYIC going inside the circle. Bye-bye, guys. I'm gonna go inside the circle here. And the Imp and who else are here? DRNX still at Yasnaya.
Yeah, still good number of teams there in Yasnaya. And it is the 5th zone, so they will definitely feel this. You can see here, looks like one by one, they're being taken out by the play zone. Blanks is one good example at this point. Nasty will try to tank it out. We're popping out the first AK, but you only have one more first AK. No boosting at all. Nasty, he's feeling the nastiness of the blue zone at this point. This may be the last first AK, and this could be the last draw for him.
Myth taken down by VGM. I was about to tell you that Myth is still at the running here, but I saw it at the kill feed here at the left side that they were being eradicated by someone. I forgot the team, but I believe they're out. Yes, they are out. Team 17 is out now, and Team 20 is already inside the circle and still complete.
Okay, so there's a good number of teams left, but then again, well, just look at this. So looks like Kings managed to fend off the Bruneians, Beruang as well as Cloud. They will bow out at 7th place. So Red will need to enter the zone because now they only have about 35 seconds before the blue zone actually closes in on them.
Yes, and we are now left with 15 players here at our Erangel map. We have 6 teams left, and we can see the dispersion of our players. They have to go inside the circle. They are now forced to go inside the circle. Blacklist Internationals being hunted here by the VGM. Tom here just, shooting at them. We can see here the aerial footage of our map. We have Team 20, Team 13. already inside the circle. And team 5, that is a red team, still needs to go inside the circle.
Well, VGM, one of our chicken dinner winners for today. Can they repeat the feat again? In fact, they got their chicken dinner in, was it the same map? I'll need to check again. But then again, they definitely got their chicken dinner earlier today. Now they are on the verge because they are in the circle. They have a compound, so they're in prime position at this point.
Yes, correct. And Icon just running for his life here, fourth row. And Red Rocky on the other hand, thrown in some deployables here for VGM, Tom. It is not connecting though, but it's worth a try. It's worth a try, okay? It's not connecting actually. But they're just, throwing in. Like, they want these people from BGM to go outside of that very house so that they will be able to at least shoot someone.
Yeah, this is definitely the time to use all your utilities. And now Flat looks like he will lay down flat on the floor. At the same time, Teddy Boy is in trouble as well. King and Rocky will need to hang on to this for their team. But just look at this. One compound is being shared by at least 2 teams.
Teddy Boy and Rocky. So Rocky is reviving him now. The circle is too small for all these 13 players to be emerging or going inside this very circle. But Kendo, Soul Survivor, for team YG Deuce here.
We do see
Teddy Boy is up again, throwing again. How many deployables does Red team have? They keep on throwing.
That's actually good. That means that they have good utilization management there. Hanging on to those grenades and those smoke bombs towards the later stages of the game.
But Red King is down. They are actually healing him right now. And still 13 players alive. But Tom will go down. Red Flat will get that kill. He did not lie flat on the floor though.
Oh yeah, he definitely managed to rise up. But at least congratulations to him. He's still hanging on for his team. Now we are down to the top 5. 10 more alive. Kendo is outside of the safe zone and the blue zone now. Just look at this. No pressure on him. Will he give himself away to the blue zone guard?
Not yet. Painkillers is taking painkillers. Let's move on here with VGM Chua throwing in with that 1v1 situation here, and there you have it. Chua will get that kill, but almost low on health. Switching guns, too late. It's gonna be a kill for, I think that is Red Flat. Yes. The numbers, they have the advantage of the numbers, right? What can that guy can do with 3 players?
Besides the numbers, now they also have advantage of the compound. And if I can see clearly, I think that they have the circle as well. So yeah, let's wait and see. But 4th row, he is the only one left for Iconic PH. He is outside of the safe zone, so now he will need to try and get at least that 2nd spot.
Vigor here, proning, crawling actually. We are watching Red Rocky, Flat, and the rest of Red Team. It's gonna be a trio, and it's a three team step, right? 3 team step, 7 players alive, spraying in the shots, coming from Flat. Rocky here, throwing deployables. Will it connect? Let's see what's gonna happen. Teddy Boy. You know what I like about this game is that the Red Team, they have the cover, and they will get that kill. Viger here is the only Soul Survivor. No, 4th row will go down as well. Nice play coming from Red. They have the cover. Very lucky for them to have that.
And that's it for Viger. Unless he can clutch out versus 3. I'm so sorry. The chicken dinner definitely will go again to Indonesia. Chicken dinner for today in Erangel.
Many kills.
There you go with
16.
So many kills. That's like 16 kills.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Definitely 16 kills on their head. 16 points plus 20 points. That is 36 points. Wow.
I have to point out as well, Blacklist International, no kills but 2nd place.
Yeah, at least they got themselves some placement points. That is 15 points for the 2nd place in that very game. And we are back here once again.
Yeah, so we're back here. What a nice ending to this game. Just a lot happening there. So it was a great one. So let's throw it back to our host, Illustrado. See, sorry, I'm just saying that. Illustrado, back to you. So sorry, man.
Hey man, what's up? It's all good.
Yeah.
It's getting late. It's getting late. All's well.
I told
All's
you to
well.
get your coffee.
Too much of a rap battle over here.
Yeah, well, what a great game we just saw. Of course, it was once again Indonesian team now prevailing. I do want to point out a couple of things, some names that we that we have been hearing a couple of times. Blacklist once again making an appearance. Unfortunately, 0 kills the whole time, making their way into the second spot. Which makes me believe that really their strategy is kind of just centering around, staying alive and just getting that placement for the final a little bit later on. Do you think that Blacklist will maybe change their approach as we get into the final? Because the way they're placing, they're most likely going to get into the final spots anyway.
I think they should, and there's nothing to lose for them. So it is the last game, and I think they would have earned enough points by this time to place themselves in the final. So myself, have a good time, try out new strategies, try out something that they haven't done before. So this is the right moment.
Yeah, we also saw YG Deus coming up back again and V Gaming. Both these teams have emerged as well as some of the contenders. They have made their names known. V Gaming winning a little bit earlier on, YG Deus getting second place, I think, a couple times already. Now, they've been racking up some points as well. They've been having some kills. No real success that is maybe sustainable, but they have found a little bit to go off of. How do you think this will affect their performance, finding the success in this game in Erangel, Nikki?
The morale has been lifted up, and we've seen Red really, showing us what they are made of, especially other teams too that were not performing during the earlier rounds, and we are seeing them now perform, stepping it up. So it's really nice to be seeing these teams to actually show us some good fights here in our game.
The last map of the day, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be Miramar once again. We're going to be having one last run at the deserted wasteland of Miramar. What do you think we'll see in this upcoming game, Sir Cloud? How do you think this will change the pace for the last game of the day? Do you think people will be just going all in because it's the last game?
Yeah, I think it will happen. From my experience of looking at so many tournaments, normally the last game of the day is where everyone just let loose and have fun.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to see. I mean, it's been fun the whole tournament, but this is where I really think people are going to maybe just, who knows, drop in Picado and then just have a shootout, old Mexican Western style shootout. Maybe we'll get to see that. Maybe we won't. Who knows? Yeah, we'll get the rootin' tootin' shooty, the whole shebang later on. But of course, before we continue, I'd like to take a second to thank our sponsors who have made this tournament entirely possible. Of course, we have to mention Razer, and Razer has a couple of products that they do want to come out with and sort of show everybody. The Razer Viper now coming out very, very soon, and it's a new mouse here by Razer. The mouse is built for esports, built for absolute control the outcome of any battle with a gaming mouse that combines high precision, a cutting-edge lightweight body, and the fastest actuation in gaming. Meet the Razer Viper, featuring industry-leading mice technology that's designed with and tested by Team Razer athletes, bringing you a mouse that's bred to tear up the pro scene. Razer mouse optical switches actuate at the speed of light with industry-leading response time, 5G optical sensor for superior tracking accuracy, 69 nice lightweight design for swifter, more controlled swipes, Razer Speed Flex cable for unhindered control and minimal drag. If you want to be the best at your game, you'll have to pick these ones up. But we're going to take a short break in just a second. We're going to be going into the last match of the day when we come back. So for the meantime, one last time, I'll introduce myself. I'm Illustrado, and joining me on this desk is going to be none other than Sir Cloud and Nikki. We'll be taking a short break, a commercial break, and when we return, the last match of the day, it's going to be Miramar.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked.
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, go, go Dragon.
While me do my two-step.
You got the best of me.
This isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. The search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
And welcome back to the Razer Southeast Asian Invitational 2020. My name is Illustrato. I'm going to be your host here tonight. What an amazing set of games that we just saw ending and culminating in this last map, which was none other than Erangel. But if you're a little bit disappointed that we're almost done, don't be, because we still have one more game to play, and it's going to be on none other than Miramar, the classic deserted wasteland that we're about to head into. Is one of the most classic ones that I have ever played. Of course, it's such a great layout, such a great map. It changes the pace definitely a lot here. You know, it's kind of one of those maps where it's very tactical, and at the same time, it's very risky. You know, running into those open places, hoping to get lucky that you end up in a compound at the end of it. But of course, to help me break down what exactly is going to go down, I'm going to be joined by the amazing casters, none other than Sir Cloud and Nikki. How you guys doing? That last match was amazing. Sir Cloud, I'm going to straight up ask you directly, you know, that last match culminated in what was an absolute bloodbath here. Another very interesting final result. Were you happy with that last result?
Absolutely happy. I'd like to see underdog teams or teams who don't really get their chicken dinners get those chicken dinners on the board. This is really great to see, and I hope to see hopefully another new team getting a chicken dinner in the last game.
Yeah, we saw teams like YG Deus and V Gaming again making a name for themselves, making an appearance here in the top 5 actually. So that's definitely going to boost their score coming into this, and they picked up a significant amount of kills going into it as well. Blacklist also made an appearance once more, probably securing themselves, I think, pretty much for the final part of the tournament. Unfortunately, however, they didn't get any kills. Nikki, why do you think that they didn't get any kills? Do you think they're playing a little bit too passive? What's up? What's going on?
Thinking about the situation right now, all they have to do is to be at the top 8. So they don't want to be having mistakes or misplays. So they are actually playing it super safe and passively.
And do you think that this is like risky? Do you think this is something that is not a thing that they should do? Because, you know, you come into the last game and you're not very warmed up. You know, you can't really get those kills. I think that because they're playing so passive, it might be that because of that, they're not picking up any kills and they're playing a little bit short. And if they were playing a little bit more aggressive, they would have that momentum to get those kills in their favor. But let's talk about the upcoming map now. We got Miramar on our hands, and it's a map that we've seen time and time again. One of the most iconic maps of PUBG Mobile, you know, across time immemoria. Nikki, you've had a lot of experience on Miramar yourself. How do you like this map? How do you like it in a competitive setting? Do you think we're going to see something new coming into this last one?
Yeah, definitely, because this is the last game for tonight, and we will be adding a lot of new flavors here. Again, like what Sir Cloud has said a while ago, the rise of the underdogs. We are telling amazing stories here aside from the rivalry and such. Miramar is a long range, more on the long range type of combat because of the ruins and the slopes and the those areas that are actually open.
Yeah, just the wide open spaces of Erangel, which you see as we fly over them. Of course, we're going to be your pilots here. Joining us on this beautiful flight above the land of Miramar is going to be me, your host, Illustrato, and Nikki and Cloud. They're going to be taking care of you as they are going to be controlling the rest of this flight. Cruise control for these two right now as we dive into the last match of the day here at the Razer Southeast Asia Invitational 2020. Cloud and Nikki, what you got for us?
Yeah, but here we go. Yeah, let's go, Nikki. This is the last game of the preliminary rounds. I'm so hyped up for this final matchup in this stage of the game, whereby after this, we will know who are our top contenders to move on to the final round next week.
Yes, exactly, Sir Cloud. And now all aboard here at Miramar map, our last map. We will be having amazing and explosive games to be played here. Like what you said, everyone is now laid back and just, you know, doing their stuff, enjoying the game. And that's what we all want to see here. Aside from the competition, of course.
But looks like they want to have a lot of fun in Picado here, just like how we see in Pachinki in the previous map. at least 3-4 teams drop in the same compound. Are we going to see the same thing in Picado? We may know because we can just see the number of colors, the amount of colors heading towards that area.
Yes, exactly, Sir Cloud. And now, descending, we have N9 Dark Face here at our this very particular area here. But Force BQDD, Big Diddy is already down. Force Ace. Oh, Force is gonna go down. It's a battle between DR and XN and Ace.
Yeah, looks like there's oh, just look at the lines of colors there in the middle. Oh my goodness, everyone is having the same thoughts. Like, okay, let's drop down the middle. Let's have a good fight there. But the good thing is that the circle is also somewhat in the middle of the map, so they still can get a good coverage there as they move along to the final few circles.
All right, so we are now watching RRQ Beer just, looting the arsenal that he needs in order to engage in. But luckily, there's no one also near them. But Team 6 and 4 will be at the same area. And those teams are Indonesia and Cambodia.
Yep, we can see here these two teams. Orange still playing with two team members, Leon as well as STK. Now, STK, we can see that. Look at that movement along. Yeah, it's so sneaky. It's so Parkerish.
Yeah, Parkerish. That's what we're looking for, aside from the verticality that they can do in every buildings like this. And are they gonna engage, Sir Cloud?
I think they will. It's either STK engages or he gets caught out first.
They are now flanking the very building where STK play is at, and they don't know where he is. Oh, Mozad. If Mozad will choose to go there, or Yukup and Sis, it's gonna be a free hit for STK play.
Yeah, there's nowhere that STK can go. If they caught him, if they see him, that's it. STK can bow out of this round. So we'll need to wait and see if that happens. But let's look at this. The door is open though.
He's really patient with this. But Leon play will down Yukup there. And we are watching Mozart.
Yep, Mozart, Leon. Oh, STK. Looks like he managed to get one knockdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Leon play is now dead. Bye-bye to Leon. And then it's gonna be, they were already wiped. SKT. Los Leones. Here we go. Team 15 and 18, that's gonna be Blacklist International. And, is it RRQ? Yes, it is RRQ.
Yeah, so that is RRQ, but just look at this. Looks like gunfire coming out from the side of Resurgence, representing Singapore. Insider! Now will try to finish out one. Will he try to find out the rest of the... Yes, he sees one! And with the shotgun, managed to get a pinpoint shot. Taking out one, and Zikoika is just outside, but Zikoika is on the ground right now, so won't pose a big threat to Insider.
Yes, exactly. And that's why he still have the time to patch himself up and eventually loot. Okay, he is actually looting the remains of whoever that was. And we are watching Arts, and they are actually regrouping with Insider as the rest of ATS is approaching Insider now. Insider, what are you going to do? Kagura is out there also covering up from him. Oh, what a nice shot coming from Kagura. And there you go. All of ATS will go bye-bye.
Yeah, looks like Resurgence, they managed to be the king of this compound. Now, let's move over to team number 20, VGM versus MY. Just in front of them, this is a 4-on-4 matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. So, will they go for the rush in? Will they go for the flank? We do see here, Team MY, they do have one person taking those long-range snipes. So, yep, and at the same time, Tom looks like he's going to go for the rush in.
Yes, and we are now watching Tom here just being bold and being himself, but oh, it's not connecting. He's actually throwing in some shots, but it's not connecting. Now he chose to take cover, back down a bit.
And this is it. Blacklist International in front of them. There's Teddy Boy. Bandage will be applied by Vigor. And now they are just playing by the edge of the circle. But to move in any more forward, they will need to face Red.
Teddy Boy.
Just in front of them.
Teddy Boy. Aeons is already at the building. We are watching MY again. We have seen these two teams. They're actually at the same building. There you have it. Icy will go down. Chua is down as well, but Team 20 will get that kill. It's MY and Team 20.
So unfortunately, he was all alone there. There was no way that he can fight off a full squad of 4 or 3 at that time. So, yep, there's nothing much he can do. He would give 3 points towards the side of Blacklist International.
All right, and now we are left with 58 players here at our last map for tonight. 16 teams battling it up against each other for that glory for the chicken dinner. We are now watching a Dark Face, Parzival, and the rest of N9 actually moving toward the circle, but DRNX is also near them. And we've seen DRNX, stepped up their game.
Yeah, they definitely have stepped up. This is a day for them. So I think with the 2 chicken dinners that they've gotten so far, they would have secured themselves to the next stage. So now this is the last round where if they want to be really comfortable or if they want to keep their motivations up, they can still go for it.
Oh, Spider-Man is down by RRQ Ernie. Just telling you that I feel bad for Spider-Man. But let's move on here with Edo 10.
Yeah, Nikki, you really have a thing for the name Spider-Man. I can tell that.
Yeah, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, and Assassin.
Yeah, it's such a cute name that they deploy on their squad.
Oh, can I ask you your IGN, Sir Cloud? Is it just Sir Cloud?
It is Sir Cloud. There you go.
Oh, I thought you have an IGN of a hero too.
Yeah, isn't Sir Cloud already the hero? Ooh.
Oh, of course, why not? Sir Cloud is the hero of this casting. Now we are watching Viger. And they are battling it up against the red team here. Oh! It connected. The shots connected actually. Aeon's here covering for his team, but everyone is just flanking in. Alas, okay, guarding that very building. Flat is down here. Alas was able to get that kill. And that's a bit reckless coming from red team to be, going inside the building. Why?
And the best part is that Teddy Boy did not join the fight. So I'm not too sure, was that a miscommunication or something happened there? But Teddy Boy, he is disengaged from everything. But that grenade toss by Teddy Boy managed to take out Vigo in the process.
And yes, exactly. Viger is down and Alas patching himself up. They will revive their teammates, but Miracle, will he be able to handle this and have a miracle? He is inside the building and taking cover, patching himself up. He has a lot of teams to go against with VGM. That is. Wow, 1v4. And there you have it. N9 just joined in the battle. It's going to be 1v4 v2. I think it's a duo for N9.
It's a duo. Oh, but look at this miracle. Oh, man. He needed a miracle to get out there anyway. So it was a 4v1. Nothing much he can do. So 1 point to VGM.
Yes, and Bensu, low on health, but they were able to revive Bensu. And it's gonna be a battle against VGM and N9. But Blacklist International again battling it up against still with Kings and Teddy from Red Team.
And now we do see here Blacklist International still having 3 team members. Teddy is in trouble now, and Kings looks like he will go for the Russian, but then again, Vigo will go down for the second time. This time will go down permanently, taken out by Kings.
Nice. It's gonna be a duo for our Blacklist International here, but spraying in Rod Fiat will go down. Oh, he is now out of the running for our final match. For tonight, we are watching Team 17 almost there with Team 16 here. RSG from Singapore.
You can see a team.
Oh, Impunity is down. Nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty is down.
Yeah, he is down. And this is Singapore versus Thailand. Here we can see RSG. They have Myth surrounded, but Kagura headshot onto him. His helmet goes down to half-life. His own life goes down to half-life as well. Myth not letting this go easy.
Yes, we all know Myth. They know they can actually calculate the shots. Well-calculated shots coming from Myth here. And I think they won't, leave here without giving a nice battle. Arts flanking in here at the right side. And I know the rest of Myth knows where he is actually at. And
Yeah.
they're just actually near Team 17 here.
But this valley is just too deep. It's so hard for us. You can see there's no way he can go down except if he goes around it. So he can't go straight down. Ponzai now just keeping eyes on to Kagura as well. And that makes them can't make the move inside. But at the same time, the blue zone is pressuring all these teams.
Yes, and that's what's hard here is that Myth knows where Kagura's location is, so he has to go somewhere that will be a blind spot for Myth. So I think they will be disengaging, but it's a problem for one player coming from RSG because he's gonna be stuck there.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be stuck there for now. But a little bit of advantage for RSG.
Arts.
If they choose to disengage, they can actually go to the circle. And now just look at this. They are gathering their vehicles and they will say,
Online
adios,
24.
amigo.
Online 24. He will get. Online 24 knows where you are at, and Arts. Okay, spraying in. It will connect. Arts is now down, and I think this is gonna be a successful kill coming from Online 24, which explains why he is not together with the other Meet members.
Wow, where did he come from? That was quite a surprise there. I'm pretty sure RSG, they didn't expect that as well. But look at this VGM. Looks like they managed to take out an entire squad. N9 will need to bow out of this at 12th place.
But take note that DRNX is still near them, and Kryzen, running. Okay, he was able to take a cover, so it's a nice run coming from Kryzen there. And I think they will not engage. But looking at the mini-map here, they're just waiting. So maybe, and just maybe, they can also engage if Team 20 will be the first one to make the move.
Yeah, but no big reasons though. They do have a compound and they are in the safe zone, so I don't see a big reason for them to go and rush it unless they really take this final round as for fun.
Yeah, because looking at the people alive right now, it's very fast. We are down already to 33 teams at 33 players already. And compared to the other rounds, this is a very action-packed and really fast game. Maybe, just maybe, they are actually having fun right now. Team 10 and 11, YG Deuce and Araf.
And now looks like Boyka, he is the team captain. Team icon for Araf. Oh, he sees that. Is he going to get that long range shot? No, he's not going to do it.
He's not throwing shots. He's not revealing. Headshot, please. Whoa! Boyka will take that down, but still needs to finish him off. How are you gonna finish him?
Looks like it's going to be really, really tough here for the side of. Let's see here. This is it. This is our ninja team. Just now, Blink as well as
ninja team.
Boyka, he is rushing in, and now just behind the rock there, Boyka will toss out the Molotov on some side of the smoke, but then again, no one is actually in the smoke. Boyka will finish off KPO2, and Boyka will continue to keep his eyes on the side of the compound, and Blinks has been knocked down. There's only 2 more. They can go for the rush in at this point. Boyka is covering from afar here. Zolly is rushing in. Are they going to get that kill? Yeah, they're going to get that timeout, but then again, 2 others is actually at the other side of the road. So Zolly will finish off Blink just in this room, and there you go. Zolly, BTR getting 2 kills on the board for their team.
2 points for Arrow there. So their ninja strategies did not work in this map. So let's try to look at Arrow here. I think, will they be hunting? Arrow, will Arrow be hunting a YG Deuce? Or will YG Deuce be evading, looking for another cover like this very compound? But GPY, someone from GPY is already right there. Assassin! Oh, the teams with Batman, Spider-Man, and I forgot the other one, Superman.
Yeah, so now Spider-Man, this time he's the one to go out first. Earlier he was the one to hang on for his teams, but well, looks like it's a little bit of a different scenario.
Yes, exactly. And now we are left with 31 players here at our Miramar map. We are watching VGM Chua, and they're still complete.
VGM right now, they are still hanging on to the compound. Again, no big reasons for them to make any engagement so far.
Yeah, they're inside the circle anyway. But everyone is. And now Myth is about to go and join the happenings here inside the circle. It's quite big still. Still big.
Yeah, it's still big. It's still just the second circle. So there's still a lot of opportunity. Normally fights will start off on the fourth circle onwards. So I don't expect big engagement so far. But what I'm interested to see is that for the superhero team, looks like they have switched out a couple of team members that don't see Superman this time. But they have other team members to play. So it's quite a big lineup they have to swap in and swap out.
Yes, and is he taking damage from beer here? Yeah. So we weren't able to see other superheroes. We only have Nengs and Assassin now since Spider-Man was taken off earlier in this round.
RRQ, they have a really, really high ground here, so big advantage there, and plus they are in the circle, although playing with only 3 team members, but because of this vantage point that they're holding, it's a big, big advantage for them. Just right in front of them, it's an airdrop that they can see, but don't think that they're going to go for it.
How about you, Sir Cloud? If ever you see a drop like that, do you usually loot it?
Yes. I call myself an airdrop hunter.
You did not even think twice.
Yeah,
yes.
they're like this square thing, so it's like a sugar block. So it's you feel like sugar. I want to go for it. Yeah.
But it's really risky right now. That's why our players are not actually looting the crate, and you're like, yes.
Yeah, but of course that's why I'm not playing professionally now.
Yes,
you know why.
exactly. Assassin is taking in some damage. Is it from beer? I think it is from beer.
Yep, looks like beer. Yeah, he's really one of those players who can do those long range shots. So yep, he can definitely connect his shots. That's for sure. So yeah, just look at this. RRQ, again, prime position, just looking over at GPY. GPY, the superhero team, they are in a compound. But again, just in the safe zone, so don't need to worry too much.
No more vehicle for you guys. Nowhere to go. You will be stuck there without a vehicle. And it's not looking good for them, actually.
Yeah, they actually denied the mobility there by destroying the vehicle. So that's one of the strategies as well. That's why some teams, they actually park their vehicles hidden away. Inside, yeah, because you don't want your mobility to be denied.
Exactly. And that's what Team RRQ did to our superhero players, but we are now watching YG Deuce. And talking about YG Deuce, they have shown us a really good game during the previous rounds, and who would have thought, right?
Yeah, who would have thought that, right? But just look at this. Okay, so GPY is nearby an airdrop. Okay, the airdrop has not landed yet, but will they go for it? That will be a question that later we may get the answers. But just look at this. Arrow, right now they have a really, really high position. They are challenging this spot. Now they managed to take down Ucho, and now Razer as Mozart are in trouble. Zolly now taking a lot of damage. Oh, Zolly have been knocked down. Boyka is still around. Boyka will toss out the grenade, and now Bota and Boyka, the two Bs, they will need to help out their teammates. Now Bota have been knocked down. Now it's down to Boyka, the icon, the man for Arrow, tossing out the grenades, putting pressure, but can he also save his teammates? Boyka now revive will come out from Boyka, the daddy for Arrow, onto Zully, and now he has Zully to come help him at the same time. Now Boyka will still defend, but look at this, Ryzen is getting closer and closer. Boyka will try to go for the flanks here, but then again, we will switch over to another fight.
Yes, but yeah, it was such a clutch game coming from Boyka there, providing healing for his teammates, and actually looking at all angles of that very area. We are watching Zelly to come here, and it's gonna be a kill coming from Kryzen. And yeah, I think Arav is already out in the running. Yes.
That was unfortunate. Unfortunate, a little bit unfortunate that we didn't manage to get to see that action unfold. But then again, for Arav, they have to bow down at 11th place, 12th place, if I'm not mistaken. 11th, 12th. Yeah.
Aeons is going down there. Alas, Soul Survivor, just running away from all this clash, and Team 17 zoning out, looking for other players to be killed. They are on the hunt. They are on the roll. Mid team, show us what you're made of.
So it looks like the two Thai teams may bump into each other. Let's just see what will happen here. So Beer is still keeping an eye out, but then again, they won't be able to hold on to this position for long because the circle it went away from them.
Yes, exactly. But Alas is being chased now, and everyone is actually outside the circle. They have to go inside the circle now. And yeah, I wonder why he parked and actually did not went in straight into the circle. He just parked there. Why?
Probably.
Okay,
Probably
now
he's waiting for
moving.
his teammates. Yeah, like move in a group, so it's safer that way.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just trying to think from the player's perspective. But nevertheless, they are making their move into the circle at this point with the vehicles. Good thing that they have a vehicle each, so lesser risk of being gunned down.
Oh no. Okay, they are on the hunt now. Alas, the Soul Survivor, where are you at? We know where you at, and we are gonna chase you, but to no avail. He just went away like that. I wanna know how the chase is gonna be between Myth and Blacklist International.
Again, Thailand versus Philippines again and again. This is like the 50th round or something that they clash with each other. It's going to be really, really exciting. Who will come out of this? But Alas, he is all alone. So, odds are not on his side.
Yeah, and RRQ is also near these people. Let's see if there's gonna be an engagement between all of these people. RSG is also at the area. Everyone's just emerging here at this particular area. G9 is also there at the compounds. And now they are all inside the circle.
Good thing they managed to get themselves into the circle.
Tom is down. Tom is down. Kagura, free hits here coming from Kagura, but he is also being shot right now. Kagura is gonna go take cover and patch himself up, leaving this to the rest of his teammates, but BGM and the rest of BGM is down as well. Yes, they are down. Bensu, it's up to Bensu and Chua to revive his teammates, and smoke will be used.
And now looks like Tom will need to. Oh, he is at the bottom. Though looks like high ground, but no! High ground did not help this time. Tom will go for the rush and manage to get one knockdown. Down to 40% of health. He is 40% here. Yucho will not put the stop. And with a jump shot, managed to get the knockdown. Now just checking on his flanks. He knows that there's more right in front of him. Benzo is in front of him right now. Ucho will go for the revive first. Focus on the Ryzen. They better do it quickly before they get sieged down. And now Benzo is being held up by Mozart.
Yes, wow, that was an amazing game, but Mozart will go down here, and Benzu as well will be giving away shots to Seth. It is connecting, Seth is down, and I think Benzu finishing touches. There you go, bye-bye Seth there. We are watching Kryzen. On the other hand, I think Kryzen won't be... Are they engaging with Mozart? Let's see, Benzu and Chua against Mozart, Kryzen and Yukup.
Go. Looks like these two teams, they need to get into the circle, so they need to fight each other first before they can do so. But look at this, Kagura will try to make it into the circle. He is the sole survivor for RSG, Team Singapore at this point.
Yes. Are you gonna loot that? Let's see later on. But Mossad is being revived right now, and smoke has been utilized. And we are watching Kryzen looking for a kill. Kagura, no! Why did you loot the crate? Sir Cloud!
Oh man, that was just so unfortunate there.
He looted the crate.
Yeah, he went for the crate, but the crate is always the center of attention, so it's a little bit unfortunate. But then again, well, pretty much maybe nothing to lose for them in terms of the point standing, so he might as well have a little bit of fun, at least die with a level 3 of everything, or maybe an AWM, maybe.
Yeah, and falling into top 6, that is 8 points for his team. But now we will move on to MTX. We haven't seen them for a while. They will be having a skirmish between RRQ here. Let's see who's gonna be the better team here Will it be RRQ or MTX? Sniping, not connecting.
Yeah, we can see here MTX looks like they managed to get themselves into the circle, but then again, their next challenge is RRQ with a 3-man team at this point, and RRQ, they have a compound, so that's good advantage there. Now, this is the tricky part about the circle, because there's a road in between. If the circle decides to move away, whoever needs to cross the road, I'll be worried for that team.
Especially that it's very open. So good luck to our teams wherever the final circle may fall. But MTX being very vigilant here, as he knows that there are a lot of enemies far across this very area that they are at. What's gonna be it for MTX? There you go, an aerial view of RRQ. Each of them is actually at a house.
Yep, they are in the compound and they're spread out quite well there. So you can see the entire... Oh my goodness, this circle is also theirs. Oh my god. What? They have a circle, they have a compound. This is the perfect scenario for RRQ.
Talk about being lucky. They are lucky. They are inside, in the middle of the circle, and people outside the circle will be the ones to go in there. And there you have it, MTX will go down. We've been looking at MTX, but Midstone here, what have you done? He just exploded himself. What happened there?
Probably he got shot down there somehow, but yeah, I'm not too sure since the action kind of happened off camera. But
he's dead now.
Yeah, unfortunately for him.
Okay, so we are now left with 5 teams here, 13 persons or players alive. And the rest of MTX almost here at the edge of the circle, lower right edge of the circle. But RRQ knows that. RRQ knows their location, and RRQ will be holding this particular area. Whoever goes inside will definitely, get some giving a shooting.
Yeah, definitely. Just look at this. It's only RRQ in the circle for now. Yeah, we can kind of say that MTX is sort of like at the edge of the circle, but then again, they are not clearly in the circle. That's the one thing. And it's just so much open area. I don't see smokes being deployed yet. Probably they're saving it for the right moment. But so far, RRQ, prime position.
Yes, exactly. And everyone's just converging here at this very area because they are now forced to be moving inside this area. And MTX Solding will kill Ponsai from mid. MTX will kill Online 24 from mid as well. This is very bold coming from MTX to be killing our top 1 placers for our maps.
Yeah, there you go. But look at this. Open road will be the next area. So this will be very interesting. Ryzen, he blows up a vehicle just to become the next barricade for him. Mozart now just prodding behind a smoked vehicle as well. And Yuka looks like he is in trouble. He will need his teammates to help him. But Ryzen, is he able to do that? But then again, if he goes for it, there are many other teams actually overlooking the smoking area. Cow is having a good position for now until the blue zone closes in. Then Cal would definitely need to move, whereby if he jumps out, I worry it's a straight up gone to the lobby for him.
Yeah, he doesn't know that MTX is actually at that area. So maybe, just maybe, because, Kao is just surviving. He needs to have placement score 2 for his teams. And we're talking about 4th, 3rd, and 2nd, and 1st placers here. And all of those plays will be giving you 20, 15, 12, and 10 points respectively.
Yep, and we can see here, looks like Ernie will be spraying out onto the side of MTX, trying to deny their mobility. Managed to get one knocked down. Sodo down will be taken down by Ernie. And now Ernie from RRQ, they have a little bit of the circle on their side, but then again, MTX is pushing in onto them. They will need to make that push into the circle as well, but they need to get through. RRQ not backing up. They're not playing defensive. They're going to play offensively. MTX trying to find an opening, but Ernie have been taken out. Now it's down to Beer and also G9. Ernie will crawl himself into the compound, asking for help. GE will pop out the smoke, and now the blue zone will pressure all of them.
to go inside the circle. And now we are answering Beer. He is the low survivor now. He won't be able to revive his teammates. This is the overlooking that we are looking at G9 and the rest of MTX. Who would have thought that's gonna be MTX that's gonna be dominating this map, since we have seen how the circle has been, in a favor of RRQ. We are now watching Ryzen. 11 kills. Wow, that is 33. I don't know. 11 kills, 11 points rather.
So
now we are watching MTX.
It is a 1 against 3 scenario. Now, this is the type of MTX to get their final chicken dinner. This is the moment to lock up.
Let's go!
Normally. Go. There we go. They are going for the Russian now. Ryzen is just waiting right here. Will he blow it out? But no, he's not backing out now. But then again, when the chicken dinner, final one. And there you go. Go, so MTX.
Whoa, 7, 8, 9 kills onto their head. But let's not forget DRNX having 17 kills too, 17 points, and then placement points as well. Whoa, what a game! What a finishing game, Sir Cloud.
But I must also call out to our second place finishers. They get a good number of kills as well. That's like what, 18, 19 kills? It's still very commendable number there.
Exactly. 17 kills and a 15 placement points. Really commendable coming from our first and second placer. Of course, good game, well played to every teams. Let's ask Ilustrado what are his thoughts.
So another great game coming from some of our underdogs right here. Dranix Avengers making another showing here, as well as MTX, Matrix Gaming. They have been sitting at the lower half of the scoreboard for quite a while now, but slowly but steadily they have been coming up. I wouldn't be surprised to see them qualify for that final day. Very soon. It should be very soon, where we see the tallies. We'll get back to you with the final score lines and where everybody stands soon enough. But in the meantime, of course, let's break down this match here. Dranix Avengers, they've been showing up. They've been kind of performing a little bit better as we progress with this tournament. And I think we're starting to see signs of maybe what looks to be like a dark horse coming up here in this tournament. What do you think? Do you think we can expect more great things coming up from the Dranix Avengers? I'll start with you, Nikki.
Looking at all those skills and knowing that they are capable, this is a good sign. This is a good sign for that team and for the other teams to be, their spirits to be uplifted that, yay, if they can do it, we can do it as well.
How many kills did they get in that last game? I lost count at some point.
I think that's 17.
11,
17. Then 3-3-1.
Wow, insane. So for that last game, they got 17 plus 15. I'm absolutely terrible at math. 32. 32 kills for them, absolutely 32 points total, bringing their scoreline up very high. On top of the wins that they got earlier on, Dranix Avengers, they're making their nation proud, they're making their countrymen proud, and they're making all of their friends proud here. They're doing such amazing work. I think that we will be seeing a lot more of them, and they'll be lighting up servers a little bit later on. Now, let's go to Cloud. Let's talk to you for a little bit. That last game ending in Miramar, that circle, just brutal, unforgiving right there. A little bit out in the open, a little bit about that compound right there. Do you think that Dranix Avengers could have done a little bit better with those final skirmishes, especially towards that hill area?
It's always very tough, right? If you have a circle that is like, it's pretty unpredictable. So you will always be worried whether the circle is on one side of the road or the other side of the road. Yes, they had a high ground, but in Miramar, the problem with having high grounds in Miramar is that it's just too high. You will have a problem actually moving. You can't actually move. You can't simply move. You're less mobile. There are only certain areas that can move unless you're willing to forfeit your life.
Yeah, it's very much a rough situation for everybody involved. But that was it for the final match of the day. Once again, I want to thank everybody who has watched. What a fun time. But of course, I do want to give thank yous to everybody involved who made this all happen. Aside from all the amazing people behind the scenes, and aside from you casters who have kept this game alive, I want to give a quick thank you to our sponsors. First of all, Samsung. experience the awesome performance of their brand new Samsung Galaxy A51 and A71. If you want to find out more about those products, go check them out. And as well as Razer with the new great products, the Razer Viper and the Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition. If you're a real gamer, you want to check those things out. And of course, for one more time, I just want to introduce myself before we go. Oh, there's a fly. Sorry, pardon me. It just won't leave. So again, that's gonna do it here for us tonight. We have more action coming your way very, very soon, and it's gonna get lit as soon as we get into the further stages. But before I say goodbye to us, I want to get your final thoughts. Let's start with you, Cloud. Any final things you want to say before we end this broadcast?
Well, so today's my last day of the show for the Razer SEA-Invitational. So I'd like to thank everyone that's working so hard behind the scenes. I'd like to thank the viewers, and it's been a great journey so far. It's been great getting to cast alongside people like Nikki, Illustrado, Archer, Luna, and everyone else working alongside. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
What about Nikki? Final thoughts?
It was amazing, mind-blowing. I am actually at awe. I am speechless. But nevertheless, thankful still for having me here together with you amazing guys and our viewers as well. Thank you very much, guys.
That's about it. That's going to wrap it up here for us tonight at the Razer Southeast Asian Invitational of 2020. So on behalf of everybody involved, I'd like to give a big thank you and good night and good game. My name is Illustrado. This is Nikki. This is Cloud. Sir Cloud. We'll see you in the next one. See you soon. Good game and good night, guys.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked.
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, 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 go Dragon.
The SEA Games eSport event was absolutely a historical moment, not just for Southeast Asia region, but for the global eSport audience. With our sight firmly set to establish eSport